All right. This account has very good gear for Neza, but very bad healer gear. I haven't even looked at the tank gear, but the healer gear is very bad. So I don't really know what to expect. He's got great heroes. He's got great gear for Neza. I did his gear aid 1 already. And I got beat it on like my first try. Because his DPS gear was so good and his characters are so good. But he said he's basically never farmed gear aid 2 before. So you can see the build I put on Neza yesterday is very good. This defense bonus kind of sucks, but still good. This is awesome. This is pretty good. This is excellent. This is great, right? So this is more than enough on Neza. A1, okay. But good augments too. Yeah, actually, I was curious. Does he have a... No, he's already been trying to transmute it. Yeah, that defense bonus blows. Anyway, turn this music down on my end. Yeah, I'm very, very, very worried about the healer gear. Let's take everyone out right now because I forgot we still have to beat 21. It won't take me long at all. Okay. We do have Draylin. That's good. Does he have Decimus? This is always a question. He does. Also, Ingrid's still going to be geared from last night too, that's good. Okay, we need tanks. I'm very worried about the tank gear. It's horrible. Oh, we're so cooked. We have to run broken set tanks and healers. Now you can't even get good broken set builds. There he is, BF Cornflakes. This is his account in the chat. We can definitely just do a gear swap from someone I did last night, like Valara. Let's just do that. That is going to be plenty. That's fine. Ireless is geared from last night already. So it's really... Actually, I think we're done. Let me just check these epics. Try to get 2 seconds on the passive. I'm completely cooked. Jeez. I might just not run Dallin. I mean, if this is what... Let's see if we can get lucky. No. No. Okay, we got 1, 2. All right, can we hit one more? Yes, one more. All right, still good. I don't know why the quick equip on Torador defaults to like a DPS. It's crazy. I'm gonna be honest. His gear aid 1, he had every single meta hero for DPS. We had Neza, Valara, Magda, Valise, Ezreath. I mean, I did it like with my, like, didn't even check the DPS at the end. I don't know who would have been the top DPS. It was just crazy. He had the best selection of gear, because he doesn't have every character, right? He's missing a lot of characters, but he just had every single, and he had Beelzebub, Diao Chan. He had no, I didn't use Diao Chan, but it was Beelzebub. Oh, he had Zealous. He had every gear at one hero. Yeah, Ingrid's usually top DPS. We like clobbered it. Like the boss didn't even break the wall. Like I didn't even have to use Draylen to tank. I think the ball had like 20% health left, and my timings weren't even that good. Like we geared well. I geared it well, but yeah, he did every meta unit. We'll definitely get 22, but even 23, I don't know, just because the healer gear and the tank gear is like so important, and we don't have any of it. So I'm not very confident. We'll definitely get 22. All right, that we weren't worried about. 21, not on this account. All right, let's take this whole team apart. So here's the problem, right? We have bad tank gear, we have bad healer gear, and we don't have very good tanks. I mean, these aren't bad tanks at all, right? But it's like, I don't love using Brokir here. We could max out Hearts, who probably would be better. But if Brokir's already maxed, I might just use him. Probably will do that for now. He has Rivenhold, but I actually in my head, I know I could make Rivenhold work, but I've never done it. I guess you could just offset, right? Maybe I'll try it. I mean, regardless, we'll bring him as the Lord. Well, I guess we could bring Hearts, but maybe. We'll him or Hearts, we'll see. We're going to use Neza, who I already built. I think I would like to do an Esotericist Lord because I think this build is already strong enough, so I'd rather get the reduced rage. Am I blind though? No Nastia or Venoma? No, he is Venoma. Okay, cool. And definitely no Cyrus, right? That'd be sick. I might skill parts, but I don't know if I need to. Yeah, guys, I've beaten it with way worse heroes. I'm saying the gear, like you'll see, like I don't even know how we're gonna gear these healers. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea how we're gonna gear these healers. It is nice having Sadie and Draylin though. That's pretty cool. We'll bring Ireless. I did a really fun strategy in Gear Aid 224 on my plane the other day for a takeover, and I messaged him to see if I can film it, but he hasn't answered me yet. But he didn't have Sadie, and he didn't have Aelin. So what I did was I used Diao Chan in white mode, and I used Draylin for Sadie, and it was very fun. Your gear is actually very good for DPS. Your gear is just dog shit for tanks and healers. I don't think we have stuff to forge, but we can check. Does have Aelin. A5 Nerissus goes crazy. Okay. Who's gonna be the hardest to build? Aelin for sure, right? I'm very nervous about this. That's good. And I think he has some stuff. Yeah, he definitely does. Come on, baby. Ooh. I kind of want to hit a 2K on that HP. 20. Wow, this only took 20. That's great. HP. We'll stop there. That piece is actually very good. This is okay. We got one. That's the wrong. This is what I want to do. Should we YOLO this? Yeah. Wow, great. 10 more speed. All right. So this is where it's all gonna fall apart. Here, I'll just show you guys. I mean, I don't think it sounds like you don't care if I shame your gear. This is his Invig. Also, I think all this stuff's new, right? Most of this stuff you just got. So there's only 8 pieces on the entire account. We do have some wings, but look at the main stats. I already did that yesterday. That's how I have like 2 of the pieces, and even still there's like no Asclepius on this account either. Like look, attack bonus main stat. This is all stuff I leveled yesterday. See? I mean, this is actually, it was high potential piece, it just doesn't roll. I guess we could recast if we have to. We might have to, let's see. This is very good. Actually, that piece is very good. And then this piece is kind of, yeah, let's do like this. Did you do some Malric? I didn't remember you having this many hammers, or maybe I just didn't. Oh, first try. Oh, are you serious? Such good flat HP though. The 2000 from flat HP is huge. 37-1. Now I'm feeling better. All right, Sadie, I don't care about. Ireless is cheeky. Narissa's scary to build. Do we have a maxed out Bastion? I think we'll definitely need that. $18.30. Okay. HP. So this is what I ran on Draylin when I didn't actually end up needing her yesterday. But yeah, I couldn't build a morale set. I couldn't build an Unshaken Will set. Is this strong enough? I mean, this actually definitely is strong enough. So she's actually good. Let's come back to Broke here at the end. I think let's do Narissa now. I think we might have to do 1 HP main stat on Narissa, and I think I saw one. That doesn't have attack though. That sucks. We don't even have morale gear. It totally could be. I can check. I mean, I'm guessing if you think it's awesome, it's probably close to what I put on Draylin. Maybe we go broken set on her. Do we have any HP bonus wings? We do. Okay, actually, I take that back. This is gonna be kind of cheeky because now we can get Wings of Grace on Nezah. This actually turned out pretty well. I'm getting confident. 23 is looking more possible by the second. Also, I gotta say, guys, people, when I do their takeover and they have this many augmentation pieces, beautiful. Beautiful thing. Nice. Oh my god, that's good. It's hard because it's very, very, very hard to get good tier 3 right side gear. It just doesn't feel like that with stuff like Cataclysm because there's a million exclusive pieces which come with fairly scripted stats. There's very, very little. There's none for Unshaken Will, right? I don't think Unshaken Will has any exclusive pieces. And then for Temporal Will, it's like, is it just hearts? I'm trying to think. There must be something else, but that's why it's insanely hard. This is actually very good Narissa build now. Very good's a stretch. Good Narissa build. What's the HP on Ireless here? Probably high enough because she'll save herself a decent bit. Let's actually leave her like that for now. No worries. Where are my boots? Oh, flip. Yeah, this isn't useful if we can't max it. All right, let's do this. Attack. 760 on our first try is very good. Attack speed, whatever, fine. Don't want to waste any more. I think he just has to be broken set. Yeah. This piece is crazy. This piece is incredible. I mean, the gems are meant to be used. They're going to help you clear a piece of content. I can't think of a better use than that. I wish we could... She's screwed here. I don't know what I can... I mean, you only have 4 rings on your entire account with attack speed and the substats with an HP bonus main stat. Probably going to have to recast this, I think. Your broke here is just a lot of Draylen stuff. I think that's probably enough. I don't want to use too many of these. Not a single guard. Okay. I mean, that's good. What did you get? That's great. Oh, really cool. I'll show you the new stuff. They haven't come yet. It's gonna be like a couple more weeks. He's definitely not as amazing as he was back then, but he can do everything I showed him doing back then. I don't get why Draylen gets so hard, hit so hard there. It always happens like that. I don't really get it. I think we're probably going to first try this unless I make a mistake. Like an hour ago. If you got Artemis on a 6-day-old account, then yes, he's as good as I said in that video for sure. Healing effect is very bad. It does very little. Underrated how cracked Ireless is for this. It's pretty remarkable. These guys just like get near Neza and die. It's amazing. Eloin's exclusive piece of gear is absolute dog crap. Like, there's no reason to make a build around it. If you had good pieces already, then why not use it? But you don't seek that out. I mean, she ends up getting like, what is it, like 2k more HP? Maybe. All right, that was pretty good. I'm very hopeful for... I'm very hopeful for 23. 24 is a whole different beast, so we'll just see. You got to farm so much. I mean, what you did is good, right? Like, I feel like you probably only farm Gear Aid 3, but your Gear Aid 1 gear is atrocious. Your Gear Aid 2 gear is atrocious. Your Gear Aid 3 gear is fantastic. So it's like... your account's so uneven right now. Gear Aid 1 is an amazing place to farm once again, now that you can get those quads. So I really would prioritize that. I mean, look at this. What's the third best attack bonus roll on a Warlord piece on this account? This? 20 and a half. I mean, come on. Well, Eloin's exclusive would be recommended on my website because all else equal, yes, you would use it, but you wouldn't go out of your way to use it if it wasn't equal. Yeah, I mean, honestly, initial rolls just don't matter anymore. They give us enough hammers that you don't have to care too much. A little worried about Baroque here. Probably not for this one, but actually, let's try something new. Let's go like this. He's dying through the hit. He can't hold on to like a sync. So we got a same idea, but let's just deploy him way later. Does not bode well for what's coming, though. No, did he? I'm gonna use Sadie for the rock throws. I really like using Sadie and Draylon together. I thought there was gonna be another pair coming. Aelin almost just died. All right, we killed that. That was great. Guys, if you want to help out, please consider liking the stream. It's like the easiest thing to do. We have 98 viewers and only 10 likes. If you could take one moment to just give it a thumbs up, it goes a long way. This is looking very good. Sadie Draylon to the rescue. This Nazar build is really that good. It's incredible that he can, I mean, this is A1. He can do this at A0 with a build like this. Because this account, you know, I said the healer gear and the tank gear is bad. The DPS here is great. And you're seeing that right now. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at, like, they're barely bunching up because when he's ulting, it's just GG. Ireless is the best healer. I mean, it does depend on the content, but we'll hate to see that, but that's why we bring the backup. Go there. Get some shields. That sucks. Yeah, this is the last shriek. Let's see if we can make it past. Oof, this is looking bad. I messed up the timing with Rivenhald. Otherwise, we would have had this first try, I think. up, Prospector? How you doing? Go, Sadie. Go, 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 go. Wait, if I can get this Riven all... let's get Draylen. Okay, big shield. I think we got it. Nice. Wow, crazy. Really shows you final damage reduction is awesome, and if you have it in 2 different places, it's very awesome. GG. I was worried we might not even get it, and we got on our first try. I'm proud of that one. The DPS gear on this account's really good, though. So this is like, you know, in like Madden, where you only have so many attribute points to use. He like used it all on DPS gear and then neglected the healer and tank gear. All right, cool one. Yeah, thank you very much, Cornflakes. That was fun. You owe me 25 bucks. I told him not to pay me for 24 because I wasn't 100% sure. I said I would try and no charge if we didn't get it. Yeah, Nazaw's so good. It's insane. He's so good. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the Watcher Realms portion of the stream. We're going to do some Etheria restart now. No spoilers if you already know what happened. I'm watching on tape delay. They did their World Championship yesterday, but it was like in the middle of the night. So I wanted to stream it now. So if you want to watch that with me, please do it. If you don't, but you want to like the stream on your way out, that would be really cool as well. And if you want to just lurk, that's also very cool. Because, yeah, I know not everyone likes other games all the time, but this channel would not exist in the way you know it if it wasn't for other games, you know? So, you know, sponsorships and partnerships with games like Etheria Restart are the reason that this channel is what it is, honestly. So I'm very grateful for that. And if you do want to download the game and give a little peeksy pooksy, where's the chat? Where'd the chat go? Hold on. You can find the download link right there. All right, guys. Hope you stick around. Otherwise, yeah, consider liking the stream. But yeah, give it a shot because these are the top players in the world. I wish Watcher Realms did something like this. This is a PvP tournament with thousands and thousands of dollars in prize money. Appreciate it, Matthew. All right, let's close out of this. I have it queued up already over here. So please no spoilers. We're going to start with Bread's first match. Bread is one of the top players in the game, huge whale, so that's pretty fun to watch. And then I'm going to fast forward, because this was 7 hours. We're not watching this whole thing. Then we're going to fast forward to when the quarterfinals start. And shout out to Mitchell, my editor, who like pre-skimmed this to tell me which timestamps, because I didn't want anything spoiled. Moderators, if you see anyone spoiling anything, please put them on timeout for the whole day, honestly, unless it's an honest mistake. So Brad should be at like about an hour 57, 58.
Yeah, going to be a difficult one for him to get around. I am definitely liking Brad more in this matchup for the playstyles of the two players, but they are in the lobby, they are ready to go, and we're going to get some bans pretty shortly.
I think one small way for RC77 to be buffed a little bit is to have it like Lilium's skill 3, where when he deals that little bit of damage, it permanently destroy or lock the HP of the opponent.
Definitely a way, but he has been doing pretty well so far for Bread, so maybe they're going to wait and see how it pans out. We do get the pre-bans in of Lily, and I can't see that. Is that Plume?
Yeah.
They put the red line over it, and I can never see it.
And first pick is going to be from Bread. It's going to be Fia, which means we might be seeing the soup coming up very, very soon.
So we get straight in to the Ray Mary, then the one pick from Watchum, and now Bread is up to his lock pick.
Let's see if Watchum
so yeah, this guy Bread is like
here, because he didn't pick
He's also a
much
very good
in
content
the
creator,
previous
but he's like
matchup
one of
against
the
Solo
OG
G.
top whales of the game.
Bread
Fiamelia is the new LD unit. Very, very good.
On this one
Also, shout out to my boy Vulcan on the announcing. Very
Brett
cool.
going back to his origin, which is going to be the good old Bruiser lineup
need
here.
good PvP
and over
verse.
there, watch him. It's going to lock the Sania as well. We have
Vulcan's
the
really, really good. Vulcan and Ex-Scoundrel are great at this kind of commentary. This is something I'd like to try to do one day. But Vulcan's excellent at it.
Now, we do have the familiar for the cleanse, but we may have to take another cleansing option for Bread here to deal with that.
This is
as
the
well.
legendary form of D-Ting.
Today, you'll start to feel good about your hair.
Yeah, I think
Feel good about my hair
Brett
every
is
day.
probably going to bring out the good old Santic into maybe another damage dealer like a Holden or something.
Or the Tiamat. There it is, the Tiamat coming out. And then there is the Santic.
Oh, we got the Santic to counter the Ditting and Tiamat to just do Tiamat things combined with the food shoe on lock. So both teams are now having a decent amount of healing and damage and support. It is truly a Bruiser Mirror matchup.
Yeah, both very, very balanced drafts at this stage. Watch him got one more to select.
And let's see what's going to be here. Santic also being on Alicorn and potentially on Bloodbath, very tanky build as well. It's not going to go down too easily to the Loan on
What is this accent? Is this like a Singapore accent? What is that accent?
A little bit of speed with the
Very
Mio.
curious.
Oh, that is a very good and scary draft right there. Because if you bet on the Fear and you land the heal block,
Is anyone
then
good with the
Mio
accents?
technically
Normally I
shut
am, but I
down
can't put my
the
finger on this.
Fuchu. But he got to deal with the Santic cleanse though.
And we saw this before, the Fuchu massive, but if we can get through on those heal blocks, block away the amber.
I know it's Sean
we
B.
could
I
get
don't
a
know where
quick
Sean
kill.
B's from.
And here we go. First round is going to be the AoE freeze. And didn't land much and missed entirely onto the round.
Mio's
But
still
managed
getting
to force
played.
the Santic
Crazy.
To go for the skill 3 and cleanse
That's one of the
away
other new
the Eva
units.
On the Tiamat.
Are we going to get some increases
I actually
here?
didn't
We
pick that
do
unit
land it,
up
I
on my
believe,
account.
On the Raymary, and also the follow-up again. We went Bramble straight into a follow-up, and that Mio is already almost out of the game.
And he landed the reset on the
Spanish?
Raymary as well as the
Sanya.
Sanya as well. But the Ditting is here to
Spanish.
land the AoE slow debuff and anti-turn meter push.
And we get another follow-up, and we get... Whoa.
the Bramble
The
coming
Bramble's
out.
coming out in a massive force.
That is a lot of damage, and Brett
Malaysia.
is
Okay.
now popping off the
It's
future
Malay.
skill 3 to try healing for the team, but he's not going to get that turn meter push due to the final Ditting land the debuff on everybody.
Okay, Tiamat gonna do big damage with that skill 1.
Somehow this Mio is still on the field alive due to the damage reduction of
Nah,
the
this is not a
Ditting
Chinese
and
accent.
the healing of the Sanya, and now the CC will start, and let's see if Mio is going to be able to stop Brett.
Yeah, so now we do get a bit of a reset here for Watchroom, get topped up again, and now we've been to a bit of a more calm state of the
Watching
game.
was in the
And
first
Brett
tournament I
has,
covered too.
stabilized the Mio, and she will
It's
soon
not
be
been
the
Tim.
nightmare for
How you
Brett.
doing?
I mean, watch him and stabilize the Mio. Ooh, trying to take down the AoE cleanser here soon. Here comes the Raymary with AoE. Oh, man, he
and
did
the
any
revenge.
damage. Oh,
Straight into the transformation after another Bramble proc. This has been Bramble galore here, following up with the damage. Not going to be enough on that side. Does do a fair bit to the Tiamat.
Oh, another assist
And
coming
the,
up from Rahu as well. A lot of damage being dealt by Brett off turn, which is really, really scary.
Brett's RNG working absolutely fantastic. Ooh.
Finally, the Mio start to work and put that wound to effect right there, shutting down the brutal healing coming out from the Fuchu, and now watch him is doing the damage.
Yeah, watch him trying to nail in on that Santic by the looks of it. Get rid of the
I mean, this
cleansing so
Bruiser
that
team
Mio
is
can really take
so
advantage
jacked
of
up.
the field.
Man, Mio is one
look at
scary
this- look at
character
these
that when
health
she
bars.
start going and landing her debuff, because the Santic
The Bruiser
Alicorn
meta is
was
just
used in
still
the first turn,
too
and
dominant.
Santic doesn't have it as
That
well.
freeze.
And crazy freeze, stopping the turn meter push from the Fuchu as well. And remember, the Ditting skill 1 can increase cooldown time, which further locked down the Santic.
Just chipping away at that Santic. He's getting low. He has the heal block, has the heal over time, but it's not going to tick.
And now we've got Sanya with a big heal once again. Sanya putting that onto the Raymary, and she has it onto the Mio as well. She's getting a lot of value out of this turn meter push, and the damage from Wajim is stacking really, really well because of the wound debuff of the Mio.
Yeah, the Tiamat getting super low, but also that Santic, because if that Santic goes down, it's in massive
See the
trouble.
freeze here.
Another push from the Mio. Leo.
Nothing.
And right here, we witnessed the power
They're
of
both
CC.
just, I mean, actually, it's kind of swung towards this Ray Marie team.
Single-handedly control the entire team of Brett.
Here we go again, and she has the skill 2 available. Lands it on the 2
Wow,
damage
double
dealers
freeze is
again, and I
crazy.
don't think we have the cleanse. We have the pushback as well. Senti going all the way back down the bar. Not going to be able to come back from this, and I think we're going to get a double up here.
Oh,
There is the double up.
Here comes it, the double
And it
whammy.
goes, and that is probably going to be tough for Brett to come back from.
Look at Tiamat
Tiamat is
not
gonna
dead
go down,
there.
and he
Crazy.
is going to forfeit the match. Once again, we were paying so much attention to that Mio, but then we always have the Ray Mary ready to come in with the double. She slowly stacks up the start there, and then once you
Watching
get the
cheeky
momentum,
dub.
she just trains through.
Funny enough, the one that went with the heavy debuff comp is Watchum this time around.
Yeah, different setup there, but once again, Brett, from the original start of that draft, he went for back to a bit more of a traditional play. He looked like he was foregoing his sort of debuff control-based play, and didn't work out for him in that one.
I think that is the biggest problem with traditional bruiser draft is when you locked in the future and hope that she can provide the most value, but that opened up for Mio to be last pick, and that can shut down Fuchu the moment she land the AoE wound debuff.
Yeah, definitely the lack of the cleansing is just a massive issue for some of those teams, and that's where maybe the Sanya, maybe the Ling Luo being able to get the healing on top of the cleansing, and then Ling Luo as well having the immunity would have been better in some of those situations. But that's the great part that we are seeing from all these players from their final 2 picks. They're seeing what's available, knowing they can ban an option if they have to that counters their last picks, and they're trying to play that CC into these Fuchu players.
Maybe Jack has a point. Freeze too strong.
That's too strong.
You can see right there, Freeze completely shut down the turn meter push from the Fuchu as well. And in the current patch of the game, Freeze was nerfed to only reduce the turn meter buff by 50%. So you still gain turn meter under the Freeze debuff, just not as good as before.
Okay, and now Sanya being pre-banned by Brett, and we also have the plume on the pre-ban from
Pre-ban
the
on
Watchum side.
Sanya.
And we go into
Wow.
the first pick
That
from
just goes to
Watchum,
show you they
being
added their like
familiar,
Animetry
and then Brett
Awakening where you can
taking
make
that Fuchu
an SR
into the
like
Loire.
goated,
So once
and
again,
Sanya
that Fuchu
already was
coming out
basically
straight away
an
as the
SSR.
pick, knowing that we
So
do
now
have
she's
that
like
CC
so
that
good she's
may be
getting
brought into
pre-banned.
us.
Oh, we got that Fuchu in the first pick, which means Brett has another option for a different kind of healer in the lock slot, depending on what Watchum is going to go for here.
I'm assuming we will see a Ray Mary in one of these 2 picks.
I think it's going to be a Ray Mary lock right here, but Watchum is the one going with the knitting once again, and the Ray Mary in the lock position. Who would have thought the most annoying and controversial character in the game for the past 6 months is not being first pick contested?
Yeah, and once again, Brett going for that Fuchu is just a different, it's not something I anticipate him going for back-to-back games. This time he does lock in the Ling Luo, looking for that extra healing, cleansing, and also immunity into the Tiamat.
We have to blame Keka for this. I think he kind of shake Brett's confidence a little bit in that debuff playstyle. That's why he is defaulting back to the bruiser draft.
And watch him going really well here, picking up that Rahu. Rahu, as we've seen most of the time yesterday, just coming out on top of those Tiamats, and he still also
got
has that
Ray Mary
Ray
in the
Mary
lock
in the
spot,
lock position.
too.
And as we saw in that last game, Ray Mary can start off slow, but once she gets one out, she's got another one quick, and it's just that snowball damage that's hard to deal
He
with.
looks so serious.
Oh,
Lighten
we
up,
got
dude.
the Paladin getting picked up by Watchum right there. But right now, Watchum only has one healer, and that is the Fia. That's probably going to get banned right there. Meanwhile, Brett locked in the Henrik to deal with the Paladin, providing the strip and the buff block.
So what are we anticipating? Familiar ban is the one I can see.
But at least we know it's going to be a short game because Watchum looks like he's not going to have a healer after the pick and ban phase.
Yep. And then we get the Heinrich on the ban.
Alrighty then, here we go. Brett and Watchum. Who would have thought Watchum, the triple healer Demon Lord from yesterday, is now playing without a healer?
Massive change up here from Watchum. Love to see this pivot from these players.
Here we go, guys. The skill 3 is going to have a
let's
very
see it.
unique buff that is going to direct the thread and very beautiful skill animation to somebody on the field, and that's going to be herself to take the most damage. Lowen going in and strip that away, but the threat is still going to stay on to the Paladin, which allows the
SSR
Ray Mary,
D-Team
the
gets so
Rahu
much
to
play,
roll
too.
free.
Yes, definitely that Palin putting on herself,
And my
basically
girl Fuchu,
sacrificing
come
herself
on.
early
We gotta
on
get Brett
just
has to take
out
this.
That big threat of locking out one of his DPS.
I'll be honest, I rate Paladin kind of low because even in a lot of Bruiser matchup, we didn't see her shine at all yesterday, but maybe today she's going to change my opinion.
Yep, and Brett getting that cleanse, getting that immunity up, fully topped off, no debuffs, feeling a lot safer here. But once again, we do have the two big damage dealers to worry worry about in Rahu and Raymary.
I'm not sure about this position right here because
I love that little string
Brett
thing
has
whenever
double
it's
healer, so
Rahu.
it's really comfy. Meanwhile, Watchman is losing health and cannot recover any of that.
And we already have
Transform.
the Tiamat into the transform. Now, how many stacks is Raymary at? Ooh, with the Bramble proc at 87 stacks. We mentioned earlier, she can run through and get a double proc here after getting that basic stun.
But is that going to do enough damage now? Because remember, we have Fuchu on the field without a meal to keep her in check, and she is providing so much value for the team in terms of healing. And this Lowen is also
And we get the cleanse
with the Paladin. Oh, the big damage.
Right into Raymary.
That is so
just nowhere near enough, and I think this one
If they
might
can
be
take
end up
this
going to
out.
Bread.
That's the problem right there. You're definitely going to need a little bit of healing in your draft, because without it, then the Bruiser matchup will favor the one with the healer. Not much.
It's just not going to functionally make a difference, and we are on effectively 0 stacks at the moment.
I mean, we're seeing some damage
We do
right
get
there.
the follow-up, but it's not going to be enough.
Paladin's about to go down. Oh, she's going to have that little Amber proc, but Lowen is a very decent counter to Amber. But Lowen is being
getting the
controlled a
taunt.
little bit.
Is this going to be enough? There she goes.
But the big damage coming out from Raymary.
Oh, it's actually big.
There's not much healing coming out for this one right there.
That's in execution range right there.
Oh, the Raymary might be able to finish off the Lowen, and
we
he's
do
going
get
to
the
move on to
big shields coming out there from the Rahu as well.
That is a humongous shield
that
coming out
artisan
from Russian
timing is
Rahu right
perfect.
there. And he can potentially move on to the Tiamat.
Yep. Oh,
Ooh, there's the proc.
But that didn't even break the shield coming out from the Rahu right
dead.
there. This Tiamat is now under a lot of pressure from 3 different damage dealers, and one of them can execute her through Amber.
Oh, this is a tense position because we do happen to get that Tiamat out. It's done. We have no revives. We've got 2 healers, but no revival.
Watch him, got to play it carefully here because his shield is not forever. It will go down at a certain point. This thing is going to be immediately destroyed by a Tiamat.
Here we go. Raymary survive. Oh, Didn't going down straight through that massive shield. We still do have a small window here for the Raymary to get in. She's not going to be able to do the execute though. Getting the Bramble proc, and that could be it. Raymary getting super low.
Oh, look at the damage from the Rahu. It's looking really good as well.
It's
But
not
the
going to be
healing,
enough. We're going to get topped off, and the Tiamat is about to move, and we're going to proc
This should be
the
it.
Amber. We are still going to be alive though.
but the Rahu is also under a lot of pressure. Right? He need that.
Oh, and we do get the
artisan.
Bramble proc.
Oh. Oh, the Fuchu is out of her healing state, and Linglo doesn't have any healing right here.
The Tiamat cutting in.
Is that over for Rahu? I think
That
it's
is going to be
probably
it
over
for
for Rahu.
Basic attack.
There's no way he doesn't kill, right? Like, there's no way.
No. There's no. Too healthy.
Yep, taking down the Rahu Tiamat. Oh, hold up. That is a double whammy right there from the Raymary.
And again.
One more hit from the Raymary.
Oh my
Super
God.
But, oh.
Procking the Amber, but
Amber
once again,
on
we have to
the
get through it again.
Tiamat. Oh, but then yeah, she
Unfortunately,
transforms.
Raymary's not going to be able to do enough damage.
Raymary's
to bring in the
crazy,
healer
though.
as well, and Fuchu is going to bring back the healing for the team. And once again, Palin got drafted, but did not really perform.
Hasn't seen much great usage in the last 2 days, but I think that is going to be it. Really fair effort there, trying to get through it, but unfortunately not being able to execute with that basic attack has cost him.
I think this is a rare moment where we see a Rahu losing to a Tiamat.
It is a very rare moment, but just not bringing enough sustain in there, and against the immense amount of sustain that Brett
All right,
had,
tied up,
gets
baby.
it across the line.
Brett showing everybody that, hey,
One good thing about us watching on tape delay is
he's going to go in with the Bruiser meta, and he's
we
going to
can skip all the in-betweens, you know? Reminds you of the old Clash of Clans commentators. I never
Tiamat
listened to that,
beating
but yeah, I think they're really good.
As well, and
These commentators.
unfortunately for Watchum, he is the first man knocked out of this competition.
At the high
on
levels, they are all this insane, yeah.
Wasn't that too?
No. He's going to watch. And I saw
Like, how are you feeling? He's, oh, I'm nervous. Into the
Brett's going to lock in a
Holding this one up.
very interesting here. We are seeing a Holden being picked very early. Not with the lead
I love
just
Holden.
yet.
That's my
but
boy.
with a
That's my
Ditting
favorite.
Instead.
My
Yeah,
favorite
normally
character.
Holden hasn't been too highly contested. You think you could take that in one of your later
Quick
picks,
reminder,
but
if you guys
taking
want
it very
to check
early.
out
I think
Etheria
he's
Restart, you
leading,
can find
watch him into
the
picking
link
a round
pinned in the
so
chat.
that,
Or if you're
Brett
watching in
can
the
go with
future, you can
Celine
find
to
it in
counter
the
that.
description or top pinned comment.
You get the Sanya
Or if
in
you're
the
watching it
wall.
now, you can find it in the
Tiamat,
description.
yeah.
Tiamat.
I just can't put it in the pinned comment. common until it's a
watch
VOD.
him, instead of going for just another damage to healer, he's gonna go with a Doki Doki to counter the debuff coming out from Brett. And Brett saw the Doki Doki lock
and the
in the RC immediately.
Are we going to see the Selene play as well?
We might be seeing that right here, but RC is definitely going to counter the Doki Doki.
We have seen before from Bread that when we do have Selene's and Didding, the familiar healing is enough to keep you topped off.
And that's going to be Selene's last bit coming out from Brad. I think he has to ban the Fuchu right here because he doesn't have a direct counter to that, but he does have a direct counter to Doki Doki.
Yeah, the Doki Doki actually plays into his hands.
RC77 also got that Animetry treatment.
Last pick coming out
Selene's
from
is an
Watson
interesting
is going
pick.
to be a Lilium who cannot be stunned or who cannot be pushed back, but she can still suffer from a lot of damage and debuff, especially the attack down and the crit rate down coming out from Brett.
Yeah, so the thing is, even if the familiar gets
Pre-ban on
banned, we do have the
Plume.
hold there with that.
Okay, instead of damage quite a fair bit.
All right, very fast Sanya, or just a bit of a slower Doki Doki there.
Loving the fact that Brett is actually kind of slow
So you got
right
Femelia,
here, so that he can
Holden,
let the
D-Ting,
enemy cleanser go
Selene's.
first, and then he can take his time with the debuff.
Opting to increase that
Got
max
Lilium
HP.
in the mix.
And here we go.
First we're
Big
seeing
push
Lilium
from
and
the
Doki.
The cleansing will begin. And we have the AoE come out from Brad, and he has to find a way to kill this Doki as quickly as possible. Or take down the Lilium as well.
Okay, going straight for damage to get rid of that Lilium.
Look
Dropping her super low straight away. Now, as soon as she takes her turn and gets cleansed, she's going to drop if she doesn't already drop to the Holden. And this is the thing now, Holden could use his skill 3, land even more debuffs, and then it's just going to be over for Lilium.
And that is one of the major problems with Lilium in the current meta is that
See how hard
she
this
is just too
AoE hits.
squishy. Even if you build on Bloodbath, she will
Williams
die to
dropped.
just
Sanya can pick her up. Remery.
And that's not going to be enough damage to affect anything really there. And now watch the damage on turn when we get the cleansing. Oh no, we're not going to have the damage. We don't have the RC. There it is. It didn't come in. We're so used to that with Brett.
Unfortunately for Watchim, he's not going to get a lot of value out of the cleanse right here for the Doki Doki because that unit's not moving.
Yep, just waiting.
The problem with Doki Doki is that you have to move to get the value from the cleanse, and if you're not moving, you're being slowed down, and you lose the turn meter due to the fact that Holden just absolutely destroy you with a skill 2, then that is a very, very big problem.
And that Holden has the skill 2 available as well, going straight in. We did not get the pushback though.
I don't think we even get the increased cooldown time, so we've got to do something about this Sanya quickly. Oh, we did get the increased cooldown time. It's back on 3-turn cooldown, so it's going to be a long time before she can heal the Reymary or revive the Lilium.
It's a turn-based PvP.
So a little while to go. Might opt for the skill 1 so that we can later on, once these shields are down a little bit, go in and get through with the double hit, but not landing any of the stuns either.
Not looking good for Reymary. Cannot stack fast enough because she's not doing a lot of damage. And here comes the cleanse on the Doki Doki. She needs to reduce the cooldown of the Sanya. Maybe bring the Lilium back. But I feel like the Lilium, the moment she comes back, she's going to die immediately again.
I think that's very true.
Good. She's just a bit too squishy for the current state.
Here comes the decreased cooldown time working for the Sanya, which means she has a skill 3 back immediately.
Unfortunately, only landing the dot there was all going to get cleansed either way.
Let's see what's going to be for the Sanya. Is she going to bring back the Lilium? Is she going to heal the Reymary to increase her max HP? But things are looking really good for Brett. Watchim doesn't have any way to break through this defensive position of Brett just yet. And Brett has a fear to constantly keep the team healthy as well.
Yeah, once again, we've seen this from
hard
Brett in the past.
in Etheria to level up your characters, but they've added a bunch of new systems. Right now, there's a reset event, and you can reset 3 real characters, so you can get
from the Familiar is just enough to
skill
keep
ups
this team
back
alive
that
because
way.
they're not taking enough damage.
And there's really not much
and they
that
have new
Doki
game
can
mode
do
where you can have
if
pick 3
Brett's doing
units
this
in
much amount of damage
PvP that
instead
are
of just
maxed
a raw
out.
debuff.
So
Because you know, like
whether you
Holden
put
and
skill ups to
Thea,
them or not,
they
they're
are
going to be at
doing
max
a
potential.
very good amount of damage, and over
So they've
time,
worked on
healing
it.
drop down. I think it's going to hurt Watchim a lot.
Let's see the hit from Selene's.
And also, there's the limit to Doki Doki Cleanse. As you can see,
Yeah,
she's
we've only
out
got
of stack.
one left. Oh no, she's got none left.
Oh, she's going to have 1 stack now with the skill 1 right there. So that's going to take care of the Sanya, but the Sanya will have to do something about the Reymary.
Cleansing on the Reymarys.
Ooh, Reymary.
73 stacks, but not
Yeah, I
able to
don't really
gain
know
one
what to
here.
tell you, Dagger. There are no limitations in Watcher rounds if you don't spend everything right now is feedable free to play.
Coming through.
just try to stay on top of the content. You can watch my guides, other people's guides, ask around. I mean, I guess PvP, sure, but any PvE content, there's no limitations. Yeah, good luck.
At the same time.
Fastidious still has one more turn on her cooldown. I didn't see the Halloween before.
Oh, big healing maybe. Very good healing. Take away the forgetfulness for the Ray Mary, which means she's about to pop that skill 3. But
I really do wish they push away from this bruiser meta though. I mean, these fights take so long.
As you can see, another big
jumping up to 8 stacks, getting the heal.
Getting the big cleanse as well. This one's gonna hurt quite a bit, especially on the Doki Doki. Taking a lot of damage, and even the Sanya is gonna be under a lot of pressure.
By the time most people who are starting playing now reach 324, I'm sure there'll be another solution. Also, who cares about 324? Just farm 323.
And we got no cleansing coming out from the Doki Doki. We have no stacks on her now. She is about to move next, so maybe she does get a little bit of cleansing, but then you have to luck out and get the right one as well.
But yeah, okay, I didn't understand that.
Skill 3, there is the
I will not update my campaign guides anytime soon. No, sorry,
which means
it's just not a priority.
To cut in front of the Ditting and the Holden, she is absolutely done for.
Like all my old original strats.
And only at 20 stacks on the Ray Mary, it is not going to be enough.
I mean, I always list who you can use as subs, so you can figure that out with new heroes if you need. Yeah, if they can knock out Sanya, that'll do it.
And
there we go.
Is going to be it. We do get the follow-up here from the Ray Mary, but it's not going to be enough damage to affect change. It is getting us quite low.
Kethos is going to be crazy for sure.
Come back if she has it off a cooldown, but we are still going to have these shields.
Yeah, I have a bunch of guides on 9 normal and a bunch of live VODs
on the heal, but we don't really need it at this stage.
Unfortunately for Ray Mary, she doesn't have that double combo anymore, and Brad team is still very tanky and healthy. The combination with Holden being the main damage dealer works out really, really well for Brad.
Yep, definitely. And Holden just showing some value in these later games yesterday and also today.
And here is the Doki Doki reducing the cooldown for the Ray Mary. Maybe that's going to help. I think Brett actually needs to not kill the Doki Doki, because the cooldown of Ray Mary is now reduced, which means if you kill Doki Doki, she get a free 100 stacks immediately.
Does opt in there. Now we are trying to kill through. Now she's going to come out. She's at 13 stacks.
Can Brett survive this one? It's a bit late game right now, so Doki Doki might,
Ray
Mary might be
hard.
getting that crazy damage, but Fia has the chance to cut in between as well. Could not finish off the enemy. Fia
that'll do it.
And this might be GG, because Fia has
this
skill
might
3
be GG.
and ladies and gentlemen, we say hello to Brett in the lower bracket
Animetry Awakened Valerian's crazy.
And we say goodbye to watch him.
Well played to watch him though. It was a hard-fought match, but congratulations to Brett, taking it out 2-1 and qualifying into the lower bracket finals against the loser between Keka and Solo Z.
And also, once again, huge shout out to watch him for making all the way to day number 2 with the tourism spirit.
Definitely the massive amounts of tourism spirit coming out.
I've never watched any of his live streams. I really don't. I just know who he is because he's
end up being in day 2.
Very popular in Summoners Wars, and that's a very big game, but I don't know anything about him.
Sport entry into today, having to go into an off-camera match at the end of yesterday at about 1:30 a.m. to go ahead and qualify for this one. Didn't go out without a fight though. Did get that one win against Brad. Hard fought, but Brad pivoted and came back out on top.
Brad showing everyone that he is one of the best bruiser player, and no one can beat his debuff spread comp just yet. It's not gonna be that easy.
Yeah, it works really well every time he gets in with that Selene and Ditting. That time we saw it without the RC77.
So I always said Ditting, but he says Ditting.
He also has that familiar. There's always another threat that people are opting to ban from it, and then that familiar is just the perfect amount of healing for that team to keep them topped off, but also give that supplementary damage that that team really does need.
All right, let's get ahead now. The beauty of watching on delay.
Once again, with 0 damage, just not being able to survive long enough into the game. If he had someone else there, it could have been a different story. To another bruiser to pair with that Ray Mary, maybe to last later into the game, and then you can get a bigger combo.
It's also Born, which provides 0 value countering the CC, and here we're seeing he last picking Lilium, doing absolutely nothing against AoE debuff.
The players of your advantage options. going to be, and it is one of those ones about the chess game. It's like, do I ban? But if
there's
I do
a code
that,
if anyone wants it. EWS champion.
You just got to pick one and see how it goes.
And once again, on screen is that code EWS champion that you guys can key in the game right now for an insane amount of rewards that worth
I mean, I don't know the questions he was asked, so I can't really speak to it. I mean, I've gotten frustrated in the past, not nearly as much nowadays, but sometimes people ask stuff and it's frustrating because it's like,
all right,
you know, I don't hold it against anyone. Like people, I can't expect people to watch every one of my videos, but people ask questions that I just made a video answering, and it is frustrating. So I don't know if that's what happened to him, but that's something I've had to deal with where I get annoyed.
Coming out from and Ray Mary from Solo.
Ooh, so he will
and trying to all right, guys, we got the low one getting picked up by Keka as well. And all right, Rayman, so it's going to be potentially longer and less RNG. And first pick coming out from Solo is going to be Rayman.
And I will be sure to take notes on
Kecker won the first EWS.
Lock.
It's going to come Freya.
Oh, maybe Solo, he saw the Freya lock from miles away and he locked
It's crazy that Freya is still so quality, right? She was the first limited ever. First exclusive ever. First had her own banner, and she's still relevant.
Come out from Solo Z, and
since launch day.
Have a Reaper step cut in
Same with Lingo. She was day 7 login reward, right? Basically, you stayed on top of the game.
Doki Doki to deal with Solo Z.
I really don't know Lowen's kit that well.
This is the one thing that I'm liking, as opposed to previous matches, is that we do have the Gigabyte Lingo in there instead of the Fushu, who is a better option to try and survive through this early cleave.
Oh, we've got a Celine's right there to sort of block the damage coming out from Solo in case he switched to like a Messiah position. But because of the Celine's big shield, we have the Hendrik being picked up here for the strip into buff lock, and he does have another option for another strip.
And I think this was where Keka is always very calculated. The Senyu pre-ban and then into the straight Plume first pick is meaning that he's only got one buff stripper in his arsenal that he can then ban, and then he doesn't have any strips on his team for the cleave.
Defense-based damage, taunt.
Position right there because Solo Z only has
if they're
one
under
AoE
exaltation,
strip, that's Hendrik, which could be banned immediately, and Keka could be having a lot of bulwark build on almost every single one of his units except for Lowen. So Solo Z is actually in trouble because the Mio, we also know that is faster than the Nahor, so she cannot enjoy that single target shot from Nahor as well.
I think that Heinrich is gone, and I think that's also why you saw the Fushu from Keka. He knew that with his pre-ban,
Ray Marie seems toxic,
he goes for the Ditting, but with that pre-ban and the first pick on the Plume, he knew that he was going to be able to lock out that Heinrich because he was going to have to take his booster in the locked spot.
Now that is the beautiful last pick coming out from Keka right there. We're also seeing a lot of Jackal Guard being used by these players, and that is the second most popular shell in my opinion in Etheria at the moment. Jackal Guard being one of the most versatile shell in the entire game.
Yeah, but you should always expect to go to the whole way. I always go the whole way too, but I mean, going the whole way is still under the rates, right?
To control, because I've been in this situation many times before where players really hard to control them properly. All right, we got the
really annoying when it's one of the Apex banners.
He's gonna go for the pushback right there.
But for the normal banners, I mean, I don't think it's a problem.
And he's gonna go for the AoE CC from the Nahor, sharing out 2 units, but giving the Linglo a chance to provide immunity for the team.
And there's the Gigabyte cut in as well. Going to be able to have a chance to cleanse. There's a few to get through though.
There are 3 different
I don't like this Linglo skin at all.
To the freeze and let the low one take the turn, because the moment low one take one turn, it is over for Solo Z.
Or does he opt for the skill 2, just extend those 2 immunities and play it a little bit slower, wait for some more damage to come out?
Let's see what's going to happen here.
He's going to the skill 2.
Oh, he cleansed, but the wrong unit right there. He really need that low one to take a turn, but unfortunately he's going to get that Plume instead. He might buy some time with a bit of debuff, but that kind of debuff doesn't stop the Mio and the Nahor from keep CCing you.
All right, the Plume gets together, strip those speed buffs, slow it down a little bit, but we do have the Freya and the Mio coming straight back up. But because we did extend those immunities, we are
Plume's
safe
crazy.
Because we do not have that strip option.
All the quills,
and once again,
all the debuffs, it's just crazy.
From the pre-ban and first pick from Keka, deciding not to counter the speed, but counter the strips and play into that immunity.
And right
that's
now,
fair.
Lowen is still
Yeah,
under
I wish
the
it was
debuff.
they would give you more
However,
Apex
Linglo and
summons, or
Celine
maybe
does
they
have
made
the
it like
immunity
60 for
that
the
was,
guarantee, not 80.
extended by Linglo earlier, so they're still safe. And the Mio has no choice but to steal one right there. And here is the Linglo unfreezing the Lowen.
Will it land though? No, it doesn't.
Of all the
So
debuff,
unlucky.
it did not cleanse the freeze from the Lowen. Lowen have to stop back
Twice he
at 0
missed
turn
it.
meter. And right now, there are a lot of opportunity for the Mio and the Neha to start landing the debuff.
The big problem we have is not enough sustain coming out on Solo Z's team, so
Shit,
needs
Nahor's
to
such
land
a
as
jerk.
much as possible. Now we're down to the basic
Nahor
attack
buff
on the
a
Linglo as well,
few
so
months
not as
ago
much
was so
pressure,
good.
but this is kind of the pivotal moment where we're either going to get enough damage or we're just going to slowly whittle down the Solo Z.
Wow, look at that. The crit rate down and the weakness debuff coming out from Plume and Celine's. Even shut down the damage coming out from
The basic attack not
Ray
landing
Mary.
the freeze.
I think Neha might have to go down here, and that is a big source of control. Tried to land the silence on the Miho, but could not land the silence on the Miho.
Nahor has that skill too. Is he going to go ahead and land it? It's probably going to be his last action for the battle.
Yep, that is Neha's
They need
last
to take
bullet
Nahor
right here.
out.
Which one is it going on? He needs to land
Come on, buddy,
something
go.
important here. He's going to
Wow.
get the freeze onto the Linglo. The Plume get another round of debuff, and that's never going to send the Nahor home.
Oh, she has
Even
the
with
she has the
Nahor dying,
A3
the Forgetfulness is going to stop
S3
the
open.
Ray Mary from getting that extra free hit.
And there he goes. And then we get the Jackal Guard coming out with some actually really solid damage on that Mio as well, proccing the Amber.
And right now, Lowen is about to take a turn.
I mean,
I
this
think
is
this might
done.
be GG.
And we are only on 14 stacks there with the Ray Mary, not enough.
Kaka stealing the Plume, loading up the Bulwark, completely shutting down Solo Z, and there's nothing that Solo Z can do besides buying time with a bit of CC.
And that's the unfortunate thing. He still opted for that CC play because he was locked in on it, but he just didn't have any way to get rid of those buffs and those immunities.
The thing about this draft, Solo Z is so afraid of the Kaka Freya lock that he had to go for the Freya lock himself, which gave him 0 value in the first turn, not providing any strip or any extra control.
And once again, that just comes down to Keka's preparation, taking those notes, looking at what he's seen from Solo Z have already. And that's one thing I do notice about Keka. He always talks about the different options to cancel out another player. Some people might just think of countering the speed, but
That's
no,
crazy.
didn't
Hit
fan
3 of the
Turandot
freezes
and
there.
just went for those cleansers.
Exactly.
Strippers.
Because I think Keka it definitely has some sort of fast follow-up as well, like a Nevet that he has under his sleeve, and he can lock in the Freya and cut in front of Solo Z team and counter control instead.
And unfortunately not having the cleansers either, so that Ray Mary in the Forgetfulness just not able to get stacks and not able to put out enough damage
I didn't even
to be
see what the
impactful.
Doki buff was.
And
that reflected damage doing absolutely tons of work as well.
laying low once again, providing a crazy heal and immunity for the entire team. You can see that Lowen, since the start of the game, could not get the right freeze, the right cleanse of the freeze, but she still become a much annoying threat in the late game.
Yeah, and unfortunately not getting any stacks on that kill either. That Ray Mary's still under the Forgetfulness.
Yeah,
and
they
that's
definitely
where
needed more
Celine's has
defense,
been
I agree.
a massive rise in this meta. All these
She's even
powerful passives
faster.
coming into the game, and that Forgetfulness being super powerful.
And also the reflect damage coming out from Celine's doing a lot of work right there. And Amber on Ray Mary, but fortunately this is not a bruiser
That's pretty
matchup
major.
where Amber is going to come back into healing, but this Amber is going to have to deal with so much shield, and there's no one to heal her at all.
Go ahead. Better watch out.
Are we
Here comes
going to
the
have
Lowen.
enough to punch straight through?
Even if he doesn't,
Yep,
but he does.
there it goes.
It is
All
Keka
right.
Lowen, and that's going to be an
there's
easy match
Keker.
for Keka.
Still the GOAT, it looks like.
Easily dismantle this man's CC. I think Solo Z got to lock in some sort of strip to deal with Keka full bulwark team.
Yeah, and that's going to be the issue that he has now. Are we going into Solo Z having first pick in this match?
Potentially, that could be. I think there are many other strip options in the game, being like Born, Mia, Hendrik. But will he commit to those characters, though? We shall
Also,
find out.
are they built and are they speed tuned? That is the big problem that he runs into.
I think for Mia and Born, they are a bit easier to build because you can just max out one of the skill and you get the speed stat and you should be good to go. But the Mia might have a bit problem with consistency dealing with the Linglo because you're fighting opposite element and you get reduced accuracy. And Linglo on Gigabyte is usually built with decent amount of resistance.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't think Solo Z would run into that too often of players completely locking him out of that stripping, running full bulwark or at least enough bulwark and cleansing it to get through it.
I wonder if Keka's going to repeat the Send You pre-ban right here, or is he going to go with a different kind of pre-ban this time around?
I think it might depend on whether he's got first or second pick. The way that enabled him in this game was that he could pre-ban and then pick two of the strippers, which left him with only one in the bag.
Also, the Raymary first, unfortunately, did not do much for Solo Z this time around because the Raymary could not provide any additional CC or strip support, and she was just kind of there.
And then the forgetfulness means she wasn't getting any stacks and she wasn't even bringing the damage either.
Indeed, forget the debuff at home.
Ooh, okay, and this is where we see Keka change it up with the pre-ban on the Nahor.
Very fast draft coming out from both Solo Z and Keka, but Keka this time around is going with the Fushu lock instead of a fast unit speed contest.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's a plume available for Solo Z. I wonder if Keka is luring him into the plume, but it's going to be the Turandot lock for Solo Z right there.
Ooh, Fiamelia.
And then he can take Nate. Then he would be lacking some damage though, but we did see his Heinrich have really solid damage in a previous one. We also do have, okay, we go with the plume, and we do have his other two strippers available as well.
I feel like I think Solo is stacking up a little bit too much strip and not a lot of control or damage. I feel like that could have been a nicer send you lock right there instead of plume and just commit to doing raw damage instead of trying to strip and debuff.
We see the Sanya coming out, a super tanky team coming out of Keka in this one.
Also, the moment you lock in Plume, you have
There's
to
another
kind of
one?
ban
Wait, so
out
what's
Fia
the
in
newer
this
one?
bruiser matchup. And if you ban out Fia, then Keka can have so much freedom in drafting the last two units.
Yeah, getting super tanky as well.
I remember that one.
Just about anything that he can push out because he doesn't have too much just raw damage in his team yet.
And that is going to be the Celine's last pick to shut down the Raymary and the Plume passive at the same time with one unit. But it's going to be taking a page out of Watchum Draft with 4 healers.
This is dirty, Keka.
4 healers
and
on the side.
Senyu coming in with some big damage and also
just
some
calling
strips.
Fiamelia as a healer, though, is a little crazy.
Tiamat, she is a pseudo healer.
Ooh, okay, we did actually go for the Lilium as well.
Lilium's going to be a great unit right there to shut down, focus on one of the damage dealer of Keka.
So I think we're going to have to go with the Luan ban so that that solo Tiamat damage doesn't get locked in there. Now, if we ban the Tiamat, we're going to be in for an incredibly slow match, but without any healing on our team, I think
Celine's got a big buff a couple months ago.
I think it might be a Fia ban and a
who's the little girl with the doll or the puppet or whatever? She got a buff. It was the same patch as that.
Oh, he's leaving the Fia behind. No Lilium to destroy the enemy HP.
I think we have all sustain versus no sustain. I don't know if Solo is going to have enough to get through
Celine's got another buff?
I imagine what Chip's going to do today, but it's Keka.
Can't keep up.
It's mother flipping Keka.
Keka getting super dirty today.
It's Keka, but here we go, guys. The AoE strip coming out from the Plume, the lockdown onto the Fia from the Loan is going to be really, really strong.
Now we do have the 2 gigabytes about to cut in after this as well.
Big damage onto the Loan, to the Fia right there from Loan. More damage coming out. Oh my god.
Oh, that's nasty damage.
Look at that damage from the defense buff of
Turandot. We do still have the revives in our back pocket if we need to, but we're going to get the big full cleanse and then the secondary heal. Just not enough healing though due to that debuff.
If Fiamelia already dies, this is already over.
It was really, really scary. I was talking to Keka earlier during lunch, and he said that Loan is one of the hardest unit to deal with, even worse than Raymary.
Yeah, and as you can see, we got triple multiple healers, everyone putting their work in, but it's just not doing enough.
This feels like you're just delaying the
So Holden's really been pushed out of the meta, it seems, right? We've only seen him like once.
Your fear.
Yeah, and there's no way out of it. You can bring it back, but it's still just going to happen again.
Look at the fear gaining turn, not being able to do much.
No debuffs to get rid of. Not going to happen. Oh, it was solid.
That was really good damage right there, but she will continue to be controlled by the Loan. But the Plume is giving so much value to this Loan because every time Plume take a turn, that's a lot more stacks for Loan immediately.
And let's not forget, Solo's he has to get it done quickly because he doesn't have the recovery for his team, so this damage is sticking.
Yep.
We are up to 87 stacks as well over on the Raymary, so anticipating this follow-up to come pretty soon, we could do the double tap.
So really like
would be the double
opposite
tap
teams.
right there, but remember there's going
It's
to be
like all
Sania to
healers
bring
and no
the fear
healers.
back. So you've got to start locking out the Sania after that.
Yeah, but none of these guys are
immediately.
using Holden.
Getting rid of that taunt.
Oh, the double combo is coming from the Raymary and into a Loan very, very soon as well. But every time this Fia get a turn with full stack, she heal a little bit for the team.
Here we go, not enough damage.
But here we go, round two. The extra hit does more damage with the extra debuff, but that
Just
still is not enough.
Makes you realize how much damage that Luan actually did with that first hit.
Also make you realize how much damage the Fuchu is healing with her skill 3. Even with the Loan debuff, the Fuchu is keeping this Fia alive very, very well.
And we're about to get up to
Fiamelli
8
takes
stacks.
so
Here we go,
many
getting
turns.
Sania keeping this Fia alive, trying
he's
to
making
bring
a comeback
down
right
the
now.
enemy team, but here comes the defense, but back on Loan.
Why do you think he's making a comeback now?
For Solo.
And look at that damage scaling coming out from the Plume. We're already up to 9 stacks. It is going incredibly fast over there. Ooh, just not able to get it. Not enough damage. So close to that execution threshold. We are going to get top back up a little bit over here. And some big damage blocking the Amber. Everyone getting so low. And once again, we don't have a way to get through it.
Literally watch him strategy to yesterday with Sania stacking the healing and HP on the Fia. Fia doing an insane amount of damage onto Loan and everybody else on Solo team.
And to be fair, we did get so close with Solo getting the execute, but we do have the revives as well.
But here comes another pivotal moment with the Plume having the skill 3 and Linglo doesn't have anything to come in between.
See the
Oh,
dispels.
here we go. The defense break coming out. The Raymary, the Loan is getting a turn.
Yeah, I hate this
And
Lingluo skin.
Raymary at 80 stacks as well. I think she's still got one more turn on the cooldown though.
Oh, getting a turn
the new
right
shells
there.
good
The
on him?
taunt hit
I might have to
as
try that
well.
out.
She's going to get a turn, proccing the Raymary, maybe proccing the Loan.
Here it
Raymary
comes.
coming in.
Big
Defense
damage.
huge, but not enough.
Getting the extra turn.
But that's going to
And
make
then
her...
we're gonna, the taunt comes into play. Re-taunting again, and now we get the execute. Massive falling up with
So
another
noisy
one for the
there.
Raymary, and that is going to be it.
The biggest, the biggest spear beat the biggest shield.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Oh my
Great
God.
comeback by Solo Z. I was leaning into Keka taking that one, but he comes back, he gets the massive damage, and that is once again the Raymary being an absolute weapon. And the few times we see Loan get through, she is so impactful
Holden
in that
is so
lockout
cool.
that she provides.
Man, that was crazy. Who would have thought, huh? I wonder if you let Lilium stay, Lilium would be able to do anything right there. But Loan keeping the healing so low on that Fia was very important.
I didn't think I'd be able to lose more of my voice, but it is going.
All right, guys, we're going straight back into the band pick between Keka and Solo Z.
Alright, this is the
And
Leanne
you're
buff.
looking at us, but we do have the pre-bans getting locked in right now. So keeping in mind as well, this one is a best of 5. So this is not the decider right here. We have a couple more games at least to get through.
All right, guys, first pick is going to be Solo, and he pre-banned the Fia. On the other side, Keka go with the Senyu pre-ban. I wonder if Solo's going to learn a thing or two from this time to get his CC through.
Or is he going to pick one of his strippers first up? No, he goes safe with the frame area, and then we get that Luan
this is all
in.
big
And see, this is where
buffs, but
Keka's
is
got
that
the
enough to
lockout
make
on
her
the
damage
strippers,
relevant? I
meaning
don't
we
think
can't
so.
get that CC cleave play again. I thought maybe we would see that Plume first pick over there from Solo Z, so he could have 2 of his stripper options, but not getting it in.
We might be seeing a Hendrik lock with a Turandot second pick, but Solo is going for a Tiamat in the second pick.
Fuchu.
Oh my god. But
No, wait, what is happening here? We are reversing roles.
Oh my god, Keka is the one with the Nahor lock right there. We haven't seen a Nahor lock in quite some time, but it's going to be a
I haven't seen it in quite some
Lilium in the
time.
farm slot to do the damage as well.
So we do bring, he does have the Born built up as well, showing that one, but we're not playing for turn 1. And, okay, we do get some immunity. I was wondering if there was going to be some immunity coming. We do get it locked in. And Keka basically just swapping the draft there.
I feel like Solo literally walked right into one of his enemy biggest mistake, which is to pick unit that cannot cut in between the debuff stripper, and we have Hendrik plus Plume to strip the immunity into a Nahor lockdown, and I feel like Solo Z is about to taste his own medicine right here.
And we do have the Revelation as well, so we do have some decent damage coming out of that Heinrich. I don't think he's going to want the Luan in there, but is he going to shift it up and maybe lock it?
Why would they do that?
It is the Luan.
But it doesn't mean much because we still have the Lilium and the Nahor to shut them down one by one, and this is going to be the easiest CC game for Keka, surprisingly.
And just having all the speed there, and we're actually going to get the CC in before any of those Gigabytes can take action.
Unfortunately for this Linglo, she's not on strong.
Oh, the Revelation
But
damage.
that's why we are Plume.
I like the way he says everything.
There is going to be another strip down from Plume right there. Unfortunately for the Linglo, he needs another unit to move to let the Linglo move. And if this Nahor land on all 4, it's gonna be
See the
over.
freeze.
And it
Oh my
is on
God.
all of them. Now we got some big damage coming out here.
And here comes Keka Lilium. Is it gonna hit hard enough to shut down the enemy unit? It will do enough damage to fully burn away the HP on that.
Do they have like a live crowd there? They're so
We got the
noisy.
second Amber proc.
And remember, Codex on Nahor, which means there's another CC coming out. Solo walking right into his own playstyle. Forget that he could pick an Aya.
Feels a little bit dirty there by Keka, but fantastic to see another pivot. This is just how many units he has built.
And this is the power of the world champion. He can play whatever he wants at any time
Oh my
against
God.
any enemy. Here
And
comes-
there we go.
he might
Gonna
just
get the
kill
kill and the stun.
he might just kill the Tiamat like a Giga Chat.
No, I think he's going to play it safe. Hit like the
Kill
Fusho
Fushu and then it's over.
stun the Lingwo.
That is true. He's gonna kill
Other
the
way
Linglo.
around. Yeah, so either
Look
way.
at the Tiamat taking the damage for the Linglo, almost dying to that Lilium hit right there, even in the Amber state.
Oh, not quite enough.
Unfortunately for the Tiamat, she doesn't have any support anymore, and she's at half health, so she might even kill the Lilium.
Yeah, there's nothing else you can really get away with here. I don't think there is a chance. I believe we're almost back up to the Revelation there on the Heinrich as well, which is going to be even more damage.
This is exactly how Solo Z beat Watcher
this is
by
over.
leading him into this Fuchu position and then CC him, kill him one by one.
Yep, and here comes the defense break, and that's going to be pretty much it. And there we go, Solo Z forfeiting that one, and that is a second win to Keka. Now, once again, this is a best of 5, so if Keka wins the next game, he is going through to the grand final match.
Who would have thought the CC Cleave player got Cleave instead?
The versatility out of Keka's account is absolutely impressing me at the moment.
That is ridiculous. And right there,
If
goes
anyone
show
wants to
that you
download the
really
game, you
need
can
a
find
very
my
wide
link
box
here in the
so that
chat.
you can, play whatever you want.
And I think this is a big highlight that we have seen the 4 global players get into day 2 compared to some of the other regions, starting a bit later, not having as wide of a box built up to be able to deal with all these pivots that someone like Keka has been making at the moment.
I think another great play will be Keka. Next game will be going Messiah.
Ooh, that would be exciting to see. Do love some Messiah action. Get the big cleaves out.
But I wonder what Solo Z has in store for us. He cannot go into this half-baked bruiser comp like this, because that is very easy for Keka to CC.
Yeah, and once again, I think it's going to come down to the pre-bans on Keka this time. Once again, he very perfectly pre-ban when he pre-bans one of the strippers and then another one. Now we have seen that Solo Z does have the 4th stripper there in the Born, so maybe in that other match that he lost, he could have picked that Born up, then had that strip option for the Nahor. We'll have to wait and see what he decides to go on this one, but we are at 2-1, Keka leading over Solo Z. If Keka wins this next one, through to the grand final.
I think Solo Z giving away Plume to Keka was probably one of his biggest downfall. First picking the Raymary just to be controlled.
Yep, and 100%, that's why I said at the time, I thought he was going to go straight for that Plume after seeing what Keka did in the previous time, locking him out of those strippers, but opted for the Raymary as such a safe pick, but not letting him play his playstyle, having to pivot into that Bruiser, and then allowing Keka to go ahead and steal his playstyle and CC cleave.
All right, guys, we're going into the game 4 between Keka and Solo. There is still down. So
Cheek bend every time.
Tiamat ready to go as well with the low one.
Drafts a safe pick as well. We've seen that every time, but it does feel like Keka is in control of these drafts at this stage.
Keka has the Tiamat ready to go as well with the low one into a Fuchu, and maybe this time around Solo Z is going to go for some heavy damage to punish the Fear.
Could we see the turn dot come out?
Maybe, but I feel like he should lock the damage dealer and pick Turandot in the 4th slot, seeing how Keka is not speed contesting.
True, that could be an option. We do
So
still
is
have
low
the
end
Neo
like the
for some
new
control,
best
but not
bruiser?
quite as
I feel like she
effective
gets
without that
picked
defense
every
break on
single
the
game now.
Nahor, if we want to
Is
play
she
the
considered
CC cleave,
the
but it is
best?
the turn dot getting picked up into the
The
Plume
module
for the
buff?
strips.
I don't think so.
We might be repeating draft here from the game that Solo won with Lowen
I don't
doing
think I
the
saw
most
it.
damage onto the Fear, but that is because Keka let the Lowen stay. So maybe this time
Yeah,
it's going to
Kecker
ban Lowen
won
and let the
the
Lilium
first
stay.
EWS like shortly after
not
launch,
too sure
and
where he's
yeah,
gonna
it's
go.
because he
He's
had
gonna
like
go for
every
one of his
unit built. He did whatever he
Core
wanted.
revelation damage, or is he going to shift away
Well, it
from
seems
that?
like she's
Ooh, he
not
goes
one
to
of the best.
Heinrich
I mean,
instead of the
she's picked
Plume.
like by someone
He's gonna
every
go for
game.
that buff block instead.
wanting that block for the Tiamat.
But let's see what's going to be
Ray
counterplay coming
Marie's
out
not-
from
isn't she
Keka here.
HP?
We see a lot of strip into debuff coming out from Solo, so he might be locking in an Aya, but it's going to be a Linglo into a Hendrik, which is not exactly ideal, but it will be Keka choice.
And then taking
All
the
right, so
Plume in that
Onslaught's getting a
final one,
lifesteal effect. That's
gonna be a
really
bit slow,
good for
but then once again with that
PvP,
Plume going into
at
the
least
later
that's really
game when
good.
you've got the double healers, triple healers
Wow,
essentially.
Wellspring is a tank-
Pseudo
is a
fourth healer
damage
as
reduction
well.
set
Keka
now.
playing super tanky, allowing to scale that damage with the Plume later on.
Unbreakable
So
for the
instead of the Plume,
shields.
we're switching with a Hendrik, and we still lock in the Lilium to provide the damage
think
because
that
the Plume
battle
was
will change is
stolen
gonna move the needle.
by Keka.
Wow,
And let's
Harvest
see if
ignoring
it's
more
going
defense
to
is
be a
good.
Fear ban so that Hendrik can actually perform.
All right, gotta get these bans. Who are you banning? Is it the one going to
That's
get
pretty
through
cool.
this time?
I think he might have to ban out the Hendrik right there and pray that the Plume can come in between and start stopping
get some
the
speed from Evil
Raymary
Guard,
and
that's
the
good.
Lilium to do the damage.
Is that
Well,
enough
we'll find
resistance
out
to
any second
mean anything
here.
on the
Tough one,
Colossus
and we
guard?
do see the Familiar getting banned over there on Keka's team, and the final ban, 1 second left. It's got to get locked in, and you're right, it is the Heinrich.
It's going to be the Hendrik ban, it's going to be the Fear ban, so the Plume is going to stay. Can this Lawan move fast enough to shut her down?
The one is going to be a massive threat when
Forever.
and there it goes.
Looking really, really good for Solo at the moment with Plume
straight
out of the
out.
game. I think Lilium is going to shut down the Tiamat very quickly with the help of Raymary.
Yeah, we had that max HP decrease, going to be very impactful. Once again, not just shutting Tiamat down and killing her, but just reducing that max HP, reducing the damage she can deal, and just slow grinding this game, even though you don't have a healer.
Oh, here comes a big heal coming out from the Linglo, but Lowen stop it from being very effective on the Plume. Maybe the Lilium.
Yeah, sorry, I meant
shot
defense-based. I thought I
the
said
Plume
defense-based
out the game
bruiser.
immediately here and let the Lowen
If I didn't
change
say
the
that, I
focus
meant that.
to the Tiamat.
Yeah. Here's the decision.
Here we go, Lilium going in, big damage, and that is going to be on
Ooh,
the Tiamat.
losing all that HP, just whittling down the damage that she's going to be able to deal.
Oh, that Tiamat counter attack mode and into that Bloom be able to go with a skill 3 because of
This could still be enough damage this early in the match when we have no sustain, but the Luan is a massive threat, and we are already at 90 stacks there on the Raymary as well.
Risking that Bramble right there, but the Tiamat is about to get a turn. This might be GG
Yeah, if they
into
can-
3
if they can heal
target
up-
with
We are going to
defense
hit the
of
Tiamat.
front. We're at 97 stacks. Remember, we
Her
hit the
HP's
100.
so low.
Oh, maybe
Big
Raymary.
damage.
Oh, the Raymary
Oh.
got in front of the Tiamat. The
We're
Raymary
going to get some big
He's
damage
losing
here.
his mind.
It could be enough to shut down the Tiamat. The Tiamat is
Bada,
at
We're going to
bada.
execute on the Tiamat.
That is a... Oh my god, the Tiamat's going to cut in front of the Raymary. Taking down the Lilium, allowing the Raymary to
follow
go.
up, not getting the kill. There it is.
Oh my god, big proc.
Oh my god, no. The Fuchu damage reduction, the weakness debuff from the Bloom.
That must have been 3 damage away from the execution threshold.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, could be GG right there. Tiamat's getting another big hit into the Raymary and the Luan. The game is over yet though. The Luan is not
Ooh,
out of the
60%
game,
on support
which
attack, that's
means
nice.
The healing from
What's up,
the
TTV?
Bloom is still going to be low, and the Raymary is going to be full HP with the Tiamat.
This is GG, right?
The Sun has
Oh, wait, I got ahead of myself.
not enough damage.
And we get her super low, so this is going to be the execution, and she is down.
Sorry,
It is not
guys.
over yet. Luan has another skill 3, and that might be for the Lilium. I mean, not Lilium, for the Plume. Here we go, guys. Big
It
damage
does go
onto
on to the Plume.
Here comes,
We are going to cleanse that taunt, though.
but the healing is being heavily reduced at this point. Here comes Jacko
No.
trying to finish off the...
Oh, big damage.
Could not finish it
I
off.
still think
and
they
he
might
was-
have
No skill
this.
2 either to finish it off.
Could not
Let's see
finish
this
it
hit.
off.
This
No
is
more
the
damage
last.
reduction from the Fuchu on the...
We are still on cooldown on the Amber. Yeah, 4 turns. She is going to go down. It is going to come down. But then once we go down, we are going to proc the Raymary. And is she going to get her low enough? I don't think it's going to be enough.
Here we go, guys. The Linglo going for the big healing onto the Plume, getting the skill 3 ready to go very, very
Not
soon.
quite getting the drop.
Oh, is it going to be enough damage for the Raymary going
No
in?
way.
Big skill
Big
3. Not enough.
84 stacks.
Let's
But
see
now we
this
got the
hit.
skill 2 to come in here.
He needs to trigger
Wow,
the Raymary.
Low
He should
end has
AoE at the
no
start,
health.
the most
To get
damage
it.
possible. Raymary ready to go. Send
Also,
it
is
another
the
one
Amber
onto
off cooldown
the
now?
Plume, and if Raymary get rid of Plume, it is game over. I think Raymary can solo 2 healers.
Here it comes. Is it enough?
Well,
it is.
Kathos is a god. Leanne is a scripted summon. Wow, this is crazy.
Into the execution on the Fuchu. There it is. Into another one.
Oh,
Wow.
That was crazy.
Solo Z taking it out, bringing it to a 2v2.
What is he doing?
Into a deciding game.
and getting that good sniff right there.
Getting that good sniff.
Absolutely incredible performance from Solo Z. Raymary turning the game around.
That is what we like to see in these heated matches.
It's so scary when you go bruiser without healing. Left hand.
Execution on the Tiamat. Tiamat getting all the brambles. It's just
Yeah,
an
he's like
absolute
ripping
yo-yo
smelling
match
salts,
in this
but
match
it
to
can't be
decide
smelling
who
salts 'cause
is
he's not- he's just
straight
going like
through
this.
to the grand final.
Smelling salts would be
The
like-
loser is not out yet. They do get to face Bread.
A two-run situation right there and control the enemy team. Ling
In 4.
not a sprint
Oh,
guy.
well, is he going to have to take the second strip? Otherwise, we get into that same situation.
I think he can lock to the Kethos. Oh wait, wrong patch. Got him. What can he do? Right, he needs.
He does
strip.
have the Born available. We saw him pick it once.
He need damage, and he's gonna
Goes
lock it.
raw damage with the Yelly. I think that's the first Yelly for the weekend.
The first Yelly ever. He needs the damage, and he will get it. I think the ban probably will go on to the Raymary so that he can send all his damage into the Plume.
Tank.
Keka handle in.
Hero the Shield going to win this one because we have no sustain over there for Solo Z. We have all the sustain for Keka, but no damage.
It's just
Don't know
Plume
if
and
the Plume is
healing.
going to get him over the line on this one.
As I like to say, the best debuff is death. As long as they are not alive, they don't need to be CC. Low one getting banned out, which means this Plume is going to eat all the damage from the Yelly as well. I don't know if Keka can actually take a single turn in this one. Oh my god, it's not tuned properly because the Hendrik doesn't have immunity, so he doesn't move in front of Nahor. The awkward speed tuning due to the Freya boosting the Nahor is hurting Solo Z.
Is there a wait? Do you strip? No.
This might be really, really bad. But if he managed to kill the Plume, this might still be okay.
We still have a revive to deal with as well.
God, there's someone just screaming in the background.
Buff block.
Select.
And this
Here comes first Yelly of the weekend.
big damage. One.
Oh,
And that's
only
the only one.
Oh.
Linglo coming in. Can he do it? He takes care of the Plume as well. Oh my God. The Freya allowing, if he switched the Freya to the Turandot, that could have been a different story right there. But the Freya awkwardly pushed the Nahor in front of the Hendrik, making it so hard for Solo to control the enemy.
Do we get the strips? There's a lot to come out there. We do get all of the immunities out. We still have...
The Sania is still frozen. The Sania is still frozen, ladies and gentlemen. Which means she's not going to be able to cleanse, and she is going to be frozen once again.
And we are going to have that Nahor come up, and he is going to have a chance to get the freeze.
But the damage reduction coming out from the Plume is going to hurt the Yelly output quite a fair bit. And the window opportunity
Is shrinking, yes.
is shrinking fast. Nahor has one more shot. Yelly has one more shot. And he needs to go through all this healing coming out from the enemy team. They are coming for Solo. Here comes the second round of freezing. He needs to land the heal block.
The problem is we do have those whale prayers as well. We could get a very high roll and cleanse it off those as well.
Oh, here we go. Big freeze into the... Oh, he did not get it.
He did not get it.
He did not get it, but he needs to get this Yelly to start working. Heal block onto the Plume, very important.
And those gigabytes being super impactful, just getting cycling around.
Two! No! Yelly once again did not high roll on Kecker. And the Plume is going to stay. He needs another 2 turns for the Yelly to bring back the revelation hit, and that is
Kathos
a
is
very
insane.
long 2 turn.
Like, as ridiculous as a unit as he could have pulled.
Oh, Plume did not get healed a whole lot right there, but he is slowing down the enemy team. The moment Sania get a proper turn, the game might be over.
It's just a lot of healing to get through. Once again, not having that full lock and letting those healers have their first turn, it just kills the momentum of the no-healer team.
I don't even know what kind of skill up
kills
is
the
on the
momentum
Hendrik.
of
Does he
the
have the
no-healer
heal
team.
block back very, very soon because he desperately need that.
We do get the freeze on the Sanya. However, the Linglo is going to move before her, but I believe we're down to a basic attack there as well.
And because of Codex of Magic, Nahor is now very far away from any extra freeze opportunity. And this Yelly need another proper turn. But before she can do that, the Plume has a skill 3 to maybe finish off the Yelly.
1, 2, nowhere near enough damage to do it, and she's not even getting the hits anyway, and this is just going to be too much to deal with without any way to sustain back through.
Oh
and
my God.
That Jackal coming out some really solid damage following up from that defense break.
Unfortunate. Having to play Freya is one of the worst things for CC player because of the awkward speed tuning right there, and there's not really a lot of way to fix that unless you have like an insanely fast Hendrik, which Solo Z doesn't.
And unfortunately, that is just about the end of it. Not getting Yelly through to that second revelation attack, not getting the follow-ups on the first one, just getting a little bit disadvantage on those procs, but I don't think if you got a few more, it was going to make a massive difference. We still had the revives and everything to get through.
And we may have to say goodbye to Solo in this round. Solo is going to go down to the lower bracket to meet Mr. Bread. Debuff against debuff.
And once again, it is not over, so still a definite chance to come through. Solo Z or
It's
Bread
definitely over, right?
through.
How could he deal damage?
The chance coming in here. We've got too much sustain. Solos doesn't want to let go of it. He is
Hey,
so close to a grand
Jackal
final
guard.
and just doesn't want to let it go yet.
But Solo did give Keck a run for his money, that's for sure.
Yep, 2-2 is a massive showing.
It's not going to be an easy win for the defending champion. So many new players are rising to challenge the title, and they are getting stronger and stronger day by day. Kecker got a lot coming for him, but he's definitely getting one step closer to the world final title once again.
And there we go, Kecker taking it out. Well played, Kecker. Well played indeed. Winning it 3-2 versus Solo Z. way straight through to the grand final. He gets to have a little rest, watch both of his opponents. We know Keka with his notebook, he's going to be watching a lot of it.
If we want to nerf Keka, we're going to ban him using any notebook at all.
That's the biggest debuff he could have.
Yeah, no more notebook for Keka, man. That thing is too dangerous in the hands of this man.
So there we go. I don't know if we're going to go straight into this next match, I believe.
I don't know, just this one. Show was not a match, but she won anyway.
Samuel was getting a lockdown.
我给到100，我绝对不希望在场上对面看见到。
I want to see the whole like zoomed out bracket. I think that would be very good.
港澳台的冠军，但是他其实也都跟我一样是玩肉队的嘛，但是都是肉队内战的话，其实我还是比较有信心的。
Oh, is it already? Like now it's gonna be Bread versus Solos for the bottom match, and then the finals is Kecker.
To a send you angle right here and just completely destroy.
They buffed Yelly?
Raw damage.
Can someone send that to me too?
See it. I have been absolutely amazed with Solo Z giving the crowd what they're asking for in this one.
We got the send you locked in. We might be seeing, Turandot locked in, and we got a Hendrik instead of the send you here coming out.
So
from
being
Solo.
on the lower
So
bracket, what happens? Does the winner go and play Kecker, or
allowing Brett to go for like an Aya angle?
Let's see, but yeah, it's definitely going to be the familiar band. You don't go in with that without getting ready to get rid of her, because her cut is just going to be too much to deal with when you got all those debuffs giving her an extra turn.
And you can see that the fact that Solo confidently locked in the Turandot, showing that he was afraid of getting outsped by Keka, but he's not afraid of getting outsped by Brett.
Yeah, Brett, as we mentioned, knows he is not in the speed contesting, so he's been a turn 2 player the entire time.
oh, the extra chance is up to 70%.
But we definitely need another damage dealer, but that is going to be the Ling Low position into Solo.
It's really just that, but that's significant.
Just Keka all over again. This is the exact same draft, I think.
It is Keka over again. We have to ban the Fear. We have to deal with Ling Low. What kind of damage?
Yeah,
we have
just
the
all
Lilium getting picked up
him.
by Solo, and that is going to be a very good threat into this multiple healer comp right here.
We should not have let Brett and Keka sit in a room with watching this morning.
Isn't it saying that the chance?
No, they're influencing us. They're spreading. And we
chance
have
of triggering the next one is 70%
so
now.
Hendrik is going to strip into
75% of the defense break. She was already very reliably landing the defense break. I'm saying the follow-up chance has increased, right?
It's going to move.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The fact that Plume's going to
it's up 10%
and strip away her buff. Here we go, guys.
Okay, here it comes.
We got the Hendrik going in with the strip, and we miss a lot of buff block right there, and this Plume is about to land some nasty weakness debuff, and that's going to reduce the damage output of the Raymary as well as the Lilium.
Oh yes, losing the buffs as well, getting
Basic
completely
buff
stripped, got that death break on.
And
Raymary's not going to be massive here.
Yeah, that was some damage, but unfortunately the healer would now be ready to move, and Lilium is not going to take a turn just yet. And even if she takes a turn, she is going to have the very bad weakness debuff that reduces the damage by 25%.
Oh my God.
And against
Wow,
Brett,
131. Is that the fastest? 131.
That's not good.
Yeah, and we're not going to be able to whittle him down. If Solo Z had a healer on his team, he might have a decent chance here, because we don't have much damage coming out of Brett. But unfortunately, we can't wear him down with that Lilium because we are lacking the healing. The only healing we have is through Lilium's basic attack. Maybe that'll be enough to extend into the later game.
As you can see, the damage was decent.
Gotta
but
give it.
nowhere near enough to take
Vulcan's
down
game
the
knowledge is
even with the
crazy.
Raymary follow-up.
He knows so many of these
because
kits
the
so well.
Hendrik is not on Codex of Magic. He doesn't have another chance to strip and block buff. And because there is buff on the enemy unit, the skill 2 of Hendrik cannot land the wound.
Not looking too great here for Solo Z at the moment. 75 stacks here.
There's nothing much that Solo Z can do. And Lilium, unlike Lowen, die very, very fast.
It does. That is the squishiness now. And that is the only source of healing that we do have on this team, is the basic attack to keep yourself alive. We do have the Law that can come in and maybe get a little bit of reprieve as well.
So before
Wait, look, they messed it up. It says Bread and Solo Z, but it's the opposite.
Lilium go down. He need a chance to skill 2 this Plume, but I'm not sure if he's going to get it.
96 stacks here.
All
He
right,
played
here we go,
5,000
here we go.
RTA?
Damage coming out.
99
No
stacks.
way.
He needs to get this boost. Maybe he get a chance to kill
Where
the
did he
Plume right there
place?
and stun the entire enemy team, and that's gonna change everything. That is not gonna be enough.
That's
because
insane.
we know that the healing is not gonna be. Wait a minute! The Ray Mary came out of
The skill
nowhere.
too.
An extra debuff for the Lilium to do even a bit more damage,
And we get it down.
Wow. Top
I
100.
can't believe it. Solo Z
Is Ronaldo in this tournament or no?
Now we do have the whale prayers. We might get a little reprieve from the Fushu, but it might not be enough anyway.
Oh, that is gonna
We
be.
are getting so low on
He
that
needs to
Lilium
strip
though.
that Will Sprayer right now. He stripped one. There's one
No,
on the
he's
Will
not.
Sprayer. It's gonna be enough. It's gonna take
We
down
got the skill too, and there goes the Lilium.
Oh, the
Oh,
Will Sprayer answer the prayer of bread.
He was
took down
playing
the
in
Lilium, but he still
between
has the Ray
matches.
Mary to deal with.
That's so
yeah, the
funny.
Ray Mary still has
That's
the
legit.
Amber
He's
as well. We are
legit.
lacking sustain. If that Lilium survived through that wave, it was going to be a big task for Brett to get through. But now it is a bit more even on this one. We have back the skill 3 of the Heinrich, getting those strips.
And unfortunately, Sania, she's ready to go, man.
Yep.
She's ready to bring that Bloom back. And he tries so hard to kill the Bloom, and the Bloom is back without the destroyed HP, and she's back to full HP.
And unfortunately,
It's over for sure.
that
Right?
Lilium is gone, and that is just about all you're going to get. Now, I don't think he's
I
going to
guess the
survive
Ray Marie
late
can
enough
always
into
go
this game
sicko mode,
to
but-
make use of another Ray Mary combo. We're only at 43 stacks, 60 stacks now, opting to wait for the skill 3, try and do the double hit. But even with it, I don't think it's going to be enough damage to get that Plume down again, let alone the 3 healers.
Unfortunately, that Henrik draft, I don't think did a lot right there, because the Sania can take away the debuff very easily. And after the CC, there was a lot of cleansing in between to take care of the debuff coming out from Henrik. So overall, Henrik just kind of did nothing.
Kind of needed another damage dealer in there.
Yeah, I think if you replace the Henrik with a Senyu, I think that could have made a bit of a difference, because that would be another layer of damage dealer that Brett has to deal with, because Brett has been kind of just ignore the Henrik the entire time.
We're at 92 stacks, and we do have the skill 3 ready to actively cast as well, but it's not going to be enough damage.
Oh, it's going to be some damage come out from the Ray Mary, but the enemy team is very tanky, well equipped to take all this damage.
Now, the one thing is, if the Heinrich does go down, it is going to give us a second into a third.
Maybe. That's why Brett is kind of avoiding that and trying to get a bit of healing in between before he get another wave damage coming out from Ray Mary. I realized that she has a sheep behind her this entire time.
The words of absolution.
Do you know?
You never saw that?
No, I thought that's just like some animation glitch. It's like, what's that white thing over there, bro? It's a sheep. I never knew that.
Wow, learn something new every day, Chillboy.
Oh, wow. Because she summoned a horse, something like that. I don't know. That's a sheep? That's so cute. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's the horse or something like that.
And the advancement into an
hold up.
execution. We got 4 pretty prime options,
needs to
and we
get down
still
to
have the
Sania.
Amber.
He needs to send that Sania home. He has to do it. He kills the Plume. I'm not sure if that's the right play, though. He allowed the enemy to heal.
Are we on Bramble with his one as well? Could we get a Bramble?
Oh my god, look at the healing. He let the Plume do it. That's a lot of healing, though. Unfortunately, he did not have any more AoE after this. Surprisingly, this Ray Mary
He's just
was
going to
on
revive Plume
cooldown.
again, right? Oh no,
And that is
that's
just
pretty
about
smart
going to be
actually.
it. We do have the Amber still to proc through. We are at 3 stacks on the Etheria effect.
It's kind of crazy how after 50 turn, the healing still look ridiculous on these units. They heal so much every time they take a turn. It's crazy how strong these healers are.
Still struggling?
I'm glad this is happening. It's just happening at 4 p.m. and not 2 a.m.
It makes it a little bit more exciting.
Watching 3 healers duking it out with Ray Mary. So the answer to Ray Mary, just draft more healers.
Yep.
If you just don't die in it.
They're like literally all full health.
Oh no, Ray Mary down to the last wire. How do I heal?
Any shenanigans of going down, and here we go with the big AoE, but it's not going to be enough.
Cleansed.
Only 31 stacks. Nowhere yet.
Solo Z trying.
Not wanting to throw in the towel yet,
Still struggling.
but that damage is ramping up even from that Sanya.
Even the damage from Fuchu can be quite scary, but you know, let's hear a little bit more, shall
Awaken
we?
Sanya
Just play
seems
real
toxic.
safe.
And
Get to busting confidence. He's
killer deal
as well.
which is choose to even lock a Mio Hendrick so that he can lean into the CC play a bit more, because Brad seems like he's gonna lock the Fuchu healing. And now I think Solo Z can truly lean into the debuff playstyle if he wants to. Holy Solo Z with the RC and the Deading still and away from Brad.
Are we going to see the elites come out? I love to see this. I didn't actually know Solo Z had the RC built up.
Wow, truly a debuff player and a cleaver, having the RC, having the Didding, and he is giving Brad a taste of his own Brad.
And Brad having to pivot now into that Ling Lore, as we're seeing, probably having to pivot into another sustained option. Although if we don't, and we do leave the Ling Lore, we are leaving those 2 HP-based damage dealers, which we've seen the 1-2 combo of the Raymary and Tiamat win a lot of games yesterday.
Let's see if Brad gonna bring out another immunity buffer here. It is
No
going
one
to be
took
the
Sonya
Doki
yet.
Doki. And oh my god!
The Selene's coming out. It is a complete 180. Uno reverse coming out on Brad.
But we haven't seen Solo Z play this style before, so I'm not sure if he is going to be able to fully execute it. Even Brett is very intrigued by the choices of Solo Z. First turn coming out from Plume with the Shrimp. Is she going to get it done? She will get it done on every target. And we have a slow coming out as well. And a stun coming out from the RC. Probably going to be on the Ling Low.
On the Ling Low, get rid of those cleansing and the immunities.
And we also have the he's gonna go for the Fushu right there, because he knows that even if Ling Low get the healing and the cleansing, the immunity would not come out.
Are we gonna go for the skill 2 here?
Nah, I think he's gonna go for the skill 3, just overloading the enemy with debuff.
Ooh, okay, here we go.
Because the immunity is not gonna come out from Ling Low due to the RC passive.
Oh,
Is that
and this
enough
is gonna be
damage,
just
though?
The cleansing is just gonna hurt too.
He also took away the Ling Low chance of getting turned with a Gigabyte with the extra anti-turn push, and Brett is now being dipped in all the soup.
Look at all the debuffs. Holy crap.
That is so much
There's
debuff
8
going
different
on.
debuffs on
will
Ling
have
Luo.
the skill 2 or skill 3 available, and he's gonna go for it. He will take out 2 debuff, but he's not gonna be able to buff. Wait, he did buff immunity coming on the Fuchu. How did that even possible?
Oh, got all the immunities out because it came out at the end after the cleanse.
Oh, that's very interesting.
So
I thought it's gonna
It's
strip. That's what I
Vulcan and
remember.
Sean B.
yeah, no, it strips what's already on.
Oh.
So it comes out at the end.
Oh, interesting.
That's why I thought maybe the skill 2 on the Ling Low to stop
interesting.
that immunity coming out.
Yeah, I thought it's gonna be like
Very
that. So he didn't
interesting,
stun the Ling Low, but
actually.
the
Very,
RC
very
was going to
interesting.
stun the Ling Low, and then the Ditting's gonna, taunt the Fuchu, and he would take away any potential healing. But right now, how is he gonna stop the Fuchu from healing?
These stunts from
Now, the one
Raymary are
awkward thing that we
crazy.
have is we don't have any sustain here for Solo Z. Normally when we see Brett play this combo, he has something like the Familiar for the heal.
But right now, he also doesn't have any strip to deal with the Fuchu, because the Fuchu can freely skill 3 right there, even though it's gonna take a while for the Fuchu to actually get a turn.
Oh, and these stuns coming out.
Oh, these stuns are looking real good as well. This is looking very bad for Solo Z, not shutting down the Ling Low with a hard CC earlier.
Maybe it would have been the choice to let the Doki Doki come through so there was no healing alongside those cleansers.
Should be clean.
Oh, I think he
No
should just
immunity
like
to deal with.
it stunned the Ling Low in the first turn. He chose not to do that.
What's he thinking
and now
about
he's
right
paying
now?
the heavy price.
2 to hit?
And even though he managed to kill, they're going to be healed by the...
We do have the skill 3 back again, but we do have the immunity on. I'm not sure if there's immunity on the Ling Low at the moment as well.
There's no immunity.
I think there's immunity on everybody, pretty much. Oh, he got a big stun onto the Ray Mary right there.
Ooh,
And
actually getting them super low, and it's going to be tough to cleanse through all this stuff. And once again, if we do cleanse, that extra little bit of damage, so not healing
Those
to the
heals are
full amount
so
that you
big
can.
though.
wait, he did heal the Fuchu, but did he not cleanse? If he cleansed, he would have shaken off the immunity. Right?
Must have missed the cleanse.
There's no way you miss a cleanse with the Linglo. I mean, it's not 100%.
Listen, you have the RC. I'm not sure. Is that an accuracy that comes in as well to get that removal?
This is kind of confusing me a little bit right there. But the fact that this Fuchu is allowed to move means Solo Tam is coming to an end right there, because he's gonna heal them more than he can hurt them. That's the biggest problem. But it's gonna keep them there for quite some time, because he can make the Ray Mary stun for 2 turns and spread that stun to the Tiamat as well. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to push back the enemy and make. Oh. We're going to have the Ray Mary being stunned, but right now, because Solo doesn't really have a damage dealer.
And we still have that. What it stacks
He can
are
deal
these two
damage with
characters
D-Tank,
on
right?
as well.
They can't stack up because
We are
of
on
the
4 and
forgetfulness.
74, so yeah, the forgetfulness
Wait, can't
actually coming in
D-Tank
really
deal pretty
clutch to
good
all get
damage?
these DPS, but I feel like once the reigns get released, they're going to be super painful to deal with.
Yeah, the healing is
guess-
a
I
little
guess
bit
that
too much.
answers
As
our
you can see, the
question.
Tiamat take
That was
1 turn and
nothing.
she's back to full health due to the Fuchu, and the Ray Mary soon will get a turn as well.
But we do also have that shield, the damage mitigation. Maybe we can squeeze through a little bit longer and get through these DPS. My one fear is once we get the Tiamat to have it a turn, Gano stacks, transform, and that Ray Mary sitting at 74. Once she gets the 1-2, it's going to be very, very dangerous, and a lot of burst damage coming through on Solo Z.
The only way that a Solo can actually get a win right now is to actually wait out this Fuchu and survive until then.
That's pretty much it.
But that's not going to be easy.
What do they
though,
mean by wait
because
out the Fuchu?
You can't just stun them forever, can he?
Well, we do have the taunt there on the Ling Luo at the moment.
So right now we have the Tiamat being stunned up by the RC77, and she can't stack up due to the forgetfulness.
And then we are back up to the skill 2 available next on RC as well.
So he needs to keep this Tiamat and this Ray Mary stunned for a longer duration so that he can wait
wait till it's
this,
done, you mean?
Fuchu. And he needs to stop using the skill 3 of the, what do you call that thing? Knitting, so that Fuchu can actually gain turn and move. But this Fuchu is going to take a long time.
It's going to be a slow grind.
And this is what people in the community would like to call a CC player love to play solitaire, because the other guy's not playing, you're just playing like solitaire.
And we're going to have to hold on to that skill 2, I think, unless because we still have the taunt over there on the Ling Luo. So just we did go for the skill 2, getting the stun on Ling Luo. Didn't know if it was going to be better to save that, but I'm hoping that he's
So much
RC can get
crowd
around to
control.
the skill 3 again once one of those DPS come out of their stuns.
The good thing is now Tiamat's going to be stunned for 2 turns, which means when she gets a turn, she's still stunned, and she's going to stay there for a long time.
It's so
And
slow.
I'm so excited to see that the Fuchu has gained about 30% turn meter after all that.
It's creeping up there.
Oh, it's creeping up, baby. Well, once you get to 100.
And let's not forget, we're still stacking up that plume as well, which
Did
is
they
just
not max
as we
out the
carry on
quills?
into game, and still
10,
super
10.
healthy. He is playing this
Oh, yeah,
really
that's
well
not
at
bad.
locking
So
out those
everybody
DPS.
about Fuchu.
I think we are going from a soup to a stew at this point. It's like really
These guys are good. These
cooking
commentators
in the
are
oven
great.
right there. Nobody is doing absolutely anything. But maybe this Linglo is going to take away the
cleansed.
stun. The stun will stay on these target.
Now, do they
Ray
still
Mary.
have the forgetfulness? I do not see it on Tiamat, but it might be on the exit.
Oh, they still have all their stuff, which means the stun is back. A lovely stun right there. Max stacks from Plume as well. And as time goes by, the damage of even the Selines is getting a bit higher on these units.
And we kind of don't want to proc these ambers yet. Ooh, no cleanse. We don't want to proc these ambers either. We need that Fusho to exit, but it's going to take another little bit. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Now is the window. Here we go. Now we go in.
It's finally open. We are going in, baby. Here comes another pushback coming out from the RC77.
And that is it. Breath
Oh,
Wow.
Brad, he was dipped in that debuff soup so long.
Oh, this guy with the sniffing, it's
turned kinda
weird, man.
stale.
It's too much sniffing. I don't want to watch the sniffing.
Coming in taking a paper right there. That's not right.
Solo Z going to finish it out with the Heinrich for the strips.
I don't know
Lacking a
Senyu's
fair bit
kit.
of damage though, if that Senyu gets banned. But then the Luan would get through.
I think we need to lock a Yelly in here so that the strip from the Hendrik will mean like will lead into more damage. And if Hendrik gets banned out, we still get a lot of damage.
Or the Nahor.
We have double strip, but remember the Nahor is not tuned to the Hendrik.
What's up, Dylan?
Oh, with the Freya we did see that last time.
With the Frey, it make it awkward. So that
Ooh,
might
Nahor.
actually be a throw move coming out from Solo Z against the Linglo lot, but we shall
Yeah,
see.
because the Linglo on that bulwark is not going to get stripped before the freeze unless he opts for the skill 2, but it's not going to be enough because we also have another healer.
But I don't know if Brad's gonna realize and locked in a bulwark character to deal with the situation right there. It is going to be a Doki Doki, and that might actually be a bad idea for Brad because when you're on Alicon, you actually
Push through it.
Doki Doki immediately, and so
Ooh, it is going to be the Plume and the Luan getting banned.
all right, we are going to get defense break on 2 target, hopefully getting rid of the Doki
Oh, right, she's
Doki
a little
early. And
speedster where
without
she, like,
Plume,
the faster
he
she
can
is,
actually
the
go for
better.
skill
I
3
remember
on
her.
the Freya to get the maximum damage.
Oh, and once again,
On lockout with the double boost onto the Hendrik. Let's see what he's going to go for. Does he want maximum damage? Okay, a little bit of cheeky double boost on the Hendrik here. Here we go, guys. He's thinking about
if
it.
he goes max damage, I think he can get the Doki Doki.
I feel like he's going to be that kind of got to gamble a little bit with the skill too. Because if Hendrik moves...
Here it is.
Oh!
It happens!
Ain't no way!
He gets it!
Ain't no way! Bro got the double boost on the Hendrik, fixing
What are they losing their minds about?
the turn order. Because if Hendrik moves...
Here it is. It happens!
Ain't no way!
He gets it!
Ain't no way! Bro got the double boost on the Hendrik, fixing the turn order. But remember, there is strife on that Doki Doki, which means she could move. So he needs his Hendrik to not
It's a
use
turn-based,
Jackal Guard on Doki Doki by mistake.
game, yeah, it's
we
similar
are going
to
to get
Ray.
that Gigabyte in before
A
the
very, very
Nahor
deep
as well.
Gigabyte.
But we do have
Yeah, the double boost on
buff block
Heinrich.
from the Hendrik, so it's not too bad if the Gigabyte cut in between. We got the pushback, we got a heavy
landed
pushback
everything,
on
my
the
God.
Linglo, and this Senyu also have speed
Let's
bump
see
for
the
the
Senyu
Neo as
damage.
well. So that's gonna allow Neo to go and
we go.
Doki Doki. Big
Big damage
damage
on the Doki getting dropped. Not enough.
Can
Not
Nahor
enough
finish
on the
this?
Gigabyte.
Not enough.
Can
with
he
the
kill?
pushback
And
coming
here
out.
it is.
And now it's gonna be the RNG Alicon coming out. The RNG did not favor. Oh, we have the Fuchu
missing
not being
the
frozen.
freeze.
But we do have the heal
buff
block
block.
coming out from the Hendrik very, very soon here, which means he's gonna drop
And
his
that buff block stopping those shields as well. So the Doki is going to go down.
big damage. He needs the Hendrik to buff block. Heal block.
Heal blocks.
This Ray Mary, big damage.
Oh,
Gets
he
it.
got the Doki.
Get the heal block on the Ray Mary.
And here we go. Ray Mary
Heal-
going down.
Oh,
Into
Solo Z! Solo Z with the gamble
Johnny is
play.
loving this.
It paid off. Unbelievable performance by this man right here. He gambled the
Took
I
the
think-
biggest responsible with that skill too, and it paid off.
Oh my God! He always gambles.
Get ready to
always
sniff.
Pay off.
You got a good
Crazy
win. Make
play
sure
by
you sniff it all
Solo
up.
Z. Be back to the wedding right there.
As well. So
He's getting a and
locked here.
Solo with a Senyu. It will be the Senyu getting locked in by Solo, but he's
With
gonna
the
go for
Freya.
the Freya. He's not confident enough to go for the Turandot, and Brett might be locking in the Linglo.
God, he's got to stop it with the sniffing.
We're going to see the same
too much
gamble
sniffing
play
out of
happen
this
again
guy.
on this one, maybe.
Maybe, but I think he's gonna switch to something else different. Maybe he's gonna go for raw damage, maybe of a Yelly as well into a meal.
Well, we have seen that he does have that Yelly as well.
Oh, we got double healers coming out from Brad. Let's see what will Solo Z
Got him.
attempt to do. Is it going to be more damage? Is it going to be more CC? He does have the Hendrik. He does have the Senyu, but maybe he's going to go for a slower CC, and that's going to be Santic getting used for the first time today. And and if Santic is tuned properly to the head rate, because there is a speed
Interesting.
time weave build meta for Santic, and that is one of the most toxic builds to exist on this unit.
If we could get that cooldown increased, then it will negate that Gigabyte, but it depends where his speed tunes are at.
I hope it's going to be a time with Santic, man, because I love using that build. It is so toxic. You keep dancing on the enemy. Skill 3, skill 2, skill 3, skill 2 continuously.
And we do see the Selines coming out from Bread in the final pick as
Block
well.
that Ray Marie,
I
right?
think he's going to ban out the Henrik here because Senyu is not exactly a reliable strip unit, especially into the Linglo, who is water and usually be built with at least 180 res coming out from Bread.
Ooh, here we go. And you're correct, the 100 does get the ban, and so does the Plume.
Which means the low-end main job is to lock down that Ray Mary forever.
All right, here we go. What is the turn order?
Oh, without the Plume threat or any strive, this Freya going with the attack buff, and we have crit rate and crit damage boost for the Senyu as well, which means she's going to be able to do a lot of damage. And if he landed increased cooldown time onto the Ray Mary, he will one-shot the Ray Mary. He landed increased cooldown time. This might be bad. This might be bad.
How much damage?
Here we go, guys. Speed boost coming out. Big damage for the Senyu.
Seems sketchy.
And it's damage.
Wow, big
And it's
damage.
not
This-
over
wait.
yet. We have another
Gee, he's gonna
damage
proc.
dealer
Isn't he
coming
gonna
out from
proc this
the
right now on Ray Marie?
Third one. It will.
Yeah. Oh wait, there was no
Without
Amber.
any revives.
Is this GG? It might be over. We now are left with 3 support units,
What's up, Midnight?
and the Selines cannot touch Solo
Wait,
Z
was
due
there
to
no
the
Amber, or
immunity.
what
This
happened
might be
with,
over. Solo
Ray
Z
Marie
is
there?
going to the final.
And let's not forget, we still have the Luana in there as well as a massive threat to chip away through all of these healers, and it's not going to be enough for Bread. I don't think he can get away with this one.
Because as you can see, 2
right,
healers and 1
Santa
shielder
pushed the
can be
cooldown.
really strong
Crazy.
if they're ganging up on one target.
That's on the shell,
but right
too.
Now,
Yeah,
we
it
have
is crazy.
Santic, we have Senyu, we have Lowen, incredible damage, and with Santic on the field, Senyu is healing herself with the crit damage there as well.
And the thing we have here is the
So
Luana
he's
is
pretty
just going to
legit,
lock one of them
huh?
out, reduce
Even
that
if he's
healing,
got a
and then
little
he's
sniffing
just going to chip
issue.
them down, and they won't have enough damage to get through this.
Quick
Senyu in
reminder,
time.
guys, if
That
you want
is
to try
true
out the
as
game,
well.
the link
This
is
might be
pinned
over,
in the
but we're
chat.
seeing Red
Also,
not
drop
giving
it
up
again
just
for
yet.
you.
He's trying his very best to bring down the Senyu, but this Senyu is not going anywhere. Even though she's taking a lot of reflect damage from the Selines, but Lowen should have skill 3 back very, very soon here, and that's going to end Selines pretty much. The only damage left is going to be Selines. Linglo trying to do a bit of healing, trying to do a bit of damage right there.
And we do have the Revelation coming back up on the next turn, but is it going to reflect too much damage?
I feel like he can lose the Senyu right now, and it's going to be okay, because the moment Lowen gets her hand on to the Selines, the game is going
It's
to be
amazing that
very, very
Revelation's
hard for
still
Brad.
relevant
that
after they
attack
nerfed
buff.
it so hard in
Here
PvP.
comes the attack buff. Here comes the Revelation coming back from the Senyu, and this
There
gonna
it
do,
is.
She will fall,
Yep.
but she will fall with Selines with her. Maybe huge damage right there, taking a lot of reflect
You have
damage.
P5
That
Santic and
healing,
Senyu.
that
Whoa.
healing from Santic did really well for Senyu, keeping her alive in the match as well. And
Increasing the cooldown.
oh my God, that's gonna take care of the skill 3 of these
This is it.
characters.
That's it.
No healing from the Linglo. Defense buff for the Lowen.
and the
Skill
skill.
3 is ready to go.
Bye-bye.
And that
Yeah.
is going to be it. Well played.
Brad is a very good
Solo
sport.
Z. There is no coming back for Brad. Forfeits. And congratulations to Solo
Oh
Z
my God.
going through to the grand final against Keka.
I hope Gecker wins, I'm going to be honest.
So even though
He can't even
yesterday
smile,
there
he's too
were
busy
endless
sniffing.
Bruiser Cup, healing,
Can't even
and
crack a little
healing and
smile.
healing. But
His nose
today
is
we
too
are
deep in
ending
the
final,
what do we call it? The
world
atom?
final between a strong turn 1 player and the best all-rounder of the world.
Absolutely fantastic. Turn 1 still has a place in the game, and the thing I've loved from Solo Z is we've seen him use different strategies to get through his turn 1 play. He's played the turn 1, the control cleave.
Actually, one small respect to that guy.
Okay, yeah, so now Solo Z gets to come back.
And Solo Z
Anderson getting angled again.
review. They're just doing it.
The interpreted completely out of sustain. These are two absolute.
夯，我也是给到夯，因为它真的太万用了。对，是真的蛮好用的。是。
到了45位，这个呢已经初步达到了我们立项时候第一阶段的一个目标。那更让我们值得骄傲的是呢，我们其中绝大部分的 SSR 的表现。面呢，
They actually made a whole video
10多个好评
with this if you want to watch it,
超
but
过
it's all in
15亿
Chinese.
次的这个一格召唤。
Day one, I just skimmed through it. I couldn't watch it live because it was on in the middle of the night for me. It was like 3 a.m.
就会突。
绝对不希望。
选手立刻群雄。
不留遗憾。
我要把遗憾打回去。
한 걸음 한 폼. 스베 잘 먹고. 但是一场证明之战，다른 되게 그냥 집이 가면 잘 되잖아.
Now we did get that little sneak peek from Jack. Collaboration, not quite. And finally saw and it was the skin.
I think we're talking about
one green that you had to be on my line.
Etheria World Summit Global Finals.
See, he's always smiling. He's
进入
happy.
对战 can take 赛的选手
He comes out with a sniffer in each hand.
Solos。再次欢迎 Solos 也请。Okay, now you can prepare for the back 的悬念即将要揭晓了。我们推球最 open 第一决交给。
Yeah, definitely.
It looks like he's going this, but if you turn his hand around, he's got a secret sniffer right behind.
Got to get a real
5 game could really play oh yeah big Luke wants to get on match boxing away games right into we already did all left again then
these are
potential
yes one of the absolutely no time left. It comes down to what is Solo Z going to put into his lock position. Is it going to be a Freya? Is it going to be a turn dot? Or is he going to go with something like the Heinrich to protect him? We do know that he has the Born. He goes the Heinrich unprotected.
Oh, he might be locking in that Turan dot right there. But this is the first time we see he early pick a Heinrich instead of a different character. Is he going to lock in the Freya? Is he going to lock in the Turan dot? He locked in the Freya against Keka. It did not work out so well.
The initial picks were really quick here. Ooh, okay. And he can't do the big damage play that he did last time because he doesn't have access into the Senyu. He does have a Yelly though.
I mean, Yelly could also perform attack. And right there is the nightmare, the haunting demon for every CC player, the Reaper Step Aya on lock.
There we go. And once again, that means probably we're going to see that Heinrich maybe get through the cracks.
And that is also a very good combination with the Aya on lock, which is going to be a link because to shut you down with her cleanse.
And seeing if he can just brute force his way through it.
Right now, Solo Z has 2 Amber counter for the Raymary, that is being the Hendrik as well as the Lowan. And over there, Keka's going to lock in another AoE cleanse on Alicorn. So he is utilizing 3 different anti-CC strategy in his draft. We got the Alicorn, we got the Reaper Step, and we got the Bulwark. Let's see if it's going to work out for Keka.
Right?
Yeah, and it is the Plume getting banned, so he does have some damage in the
again with the CC again. Oh my god! Again with the Henrik getting extra boosted, stripping the Linglo into the nail.
What's up, good?
Oh my goodness!
Not getting any of those debuffs to land, so that we didn't have the cut happening.
So nuts.
That is crazy. And we're having extra debuff coming out from the vet, and this hopefully will stop the Alicon from working on the Santic. Is it gonna work? 1 debuff gone. There are 4 debuffs.
Oh,
no!
He gets out of it.
He gets out of it, but he only only cleanse 3 debuff, and the Petrify is still going to be on, but he will shut down the enemy team. The Alicon coin flip worked out for Keka.
That was so lucky.
If that's me, I'm just going to press the top right. I'm pressing the top right cutter right now, dude. Unbelievable performance coming out from Alicon usage of the Santic, because if it was a different Bruiser player, the Santic would be a Fuchu, and the Fuchu wouldn't be able to do that, but because he put in a Santic with Alicon, he is now trapping Solo Z.
And there's going to be no coming back from that, and it was all down to that Alicon. Whether he got it or not was going to pretty much decide the fate of this first game.
Keka demonstrating on stage how to dismantle this CC playstyle in a heartbeat.
Absolute massive performance. Once again, not to downplay Solo Z, that was literally Solo's
Reaper. Find the strategy to get
everything catered towards it. I'm still going to play it, and it did almost pay off. And the big play there as well with Solo Z was notice the basic attack from that Heinrich, because his strip is a passive,
actually is a very like proper
while not applying any debuffs, so that he could move in
with
the
one of those
get
rough
the freeze, and then
Australian accents.
unlucky, just lost out to that Alicon.
Indeed. I'm not sure if we can do it again though, because once again,
And guys are going to have to do his lock before we see what Solo Z. So Solo Z might be able to pivot and go into with that turn dot if he wants to.
And it also allows Solo Z to see if Keka is going to lock the Freya or not. If he doesn't lock the Freya, he could go for the turn dot lock right there, which is a very beneficial position for Solo Z being second pick.
Goes for the Plume. Plume very safe first pick. Second,
drafting his draft once again with the debuff strip CC playstyle. And let's see, for Keka going for the first pick, which means he's going to be at a disadvantage situation. How is he going to counter the debuff comp?
Do you think he's going to anticipate the turn dot on the lock?
I think he will, and I think that's what Keka is going to be locking in, maybe a Tiamat into a Linglo.
There's the Linglo.
Is it going to be a...
Oh, no, Freya.
Another Aya again. We haven't seen her once, and now she's double locked by Keka.
Now it is down to Keka.
What is he going to do to counter the Senyu? He can potentially go for... He's going to go for another healer and potentially a Celine. But that is what we saw earlier, and that allowed the Senyu to one-shot the Raymary.
They really did a great job of predicting these picks. That turn dot came right when they said it.
But not a way to do any damage. But
Viper.
Bit of bringing the Viper back in this one.
That is the Season 0 meta right there with the Viper to counter the AoE.
They got to give Viper an awakening, right? That'd be sick.
Being blue is very good against Senyu as well. It's not going to receive a lot of damage. Meanwhile, reducing the damage taken for everybody else on the team.
Ooh, and then the Born in the final position. What are we going to see? The Nahor going to come in. I wasn't sure if maybe he would feel...
position. You were asking for the Aya to take turn, but the Nahor is going to ban out. I'm not sure Aya boost is going to be enough. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's see if the Aya boost is going to be enough to allow the teammate to cut in between to stop this Senyu from demolishing the team. It's going to be a red DPS against 3 water tank. He has to go for it.
The Gigabyte don't think we'll get enough. He's looking at the turn
keeps calling them water. He keeps calling the artificially water.
Landing on the entire team. Aya
goes just ahead on the Aya.
Oh, that's going to be a lot. Oh, that's going to allow the Linglo to cut in between as well. And also the Viper is on Strive, so he might also cut in front. But here we go, guys.
What are we going to Linglo
with the big heal, with the fat shoes.
Completely topping up.
Completely took away the defense break on everybody. Senyu going
still big damage over there on the Aya with the elemental advantage, but just not enough. Viper coming in with a big AoE. And we did land the attack break over there on the Senyu as well.
And the Boron's going to go
with
the
even more strips.
Wow.
Damage dealer gone from the field.
Wow.
Solo Z might be done for this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, those cuts just not working for him.
But maybe not quite yet. He needs to finish off this Aya. Can he finish her before the other healer take their turn? Aya is going to go down, but the Viper and the Born is still on the field.
Yeah, I think the Viper and the Born is just going to be too much to deal with when you don't have a dedicated damage option. Now, his Heinrich is built for a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get through through these guys. We do have the block on there though, so maybe we can get through before they have a chance to heal up.
And sooner or later, the Vipers get another AoE strip coming out with the slow and the attack down as well. And that's going to hurt the damage output of the Hendrik as well as the Plume a lot. And Born is also doing very good damage on all.
And the Viper proc.
Very minimal
Kecker's
damage,
legit,
though.
man.
Could not take down the Hendrik.
He's always like doing like the clever thing no one
because he is going to drop to the
no one
next
expected.
attack.
Stand back.
Here comes a Viper finishing off the Hendrik. Everything is now on Plume, but unfortunately for Solo Z, the Linglo is still on the field to provide healing for this Born.
And Born also
Well,
healing
just
himself
got
with that
buffed,
skill
right?
1 is just
That
going
one
to get
I
him
saw.
across the line.
Unfortunately, this Plume is on a Amber build and not Jacko to provide extra damage with the shell. And even with Amber, there's no way going to survive the Born in the long run because he is a very good bruiser.
We didn't see Messiah once,
And I
right?
think Solo Z is realizing that now. I don't know if he's going to keep this one going, thinking he's got a chance.
Is it my cue?
And once again, Keka stacking different kind of counter against Solo Z.
I never pulled Jot on my main free-to-play.
The Linglo to cut in front of the Senyu with the Gigabyte boost and the Aya boost being like 60% total, and that stopped the Senyu from one-shotting his entire team.
And I did say I was keen to see how deep this roster went on Keka, and he's brought out 2 new toys in this one, in the Born and also the Viper.
Also, the Viper allowing the team survive because without the Viper, I think the Aya could have died from the Senyu attack.
Definitely, it was a big amount of damage. And unfortunately, once again, those death breaks getting cleansed was a big one as well.
Definitely. Forcing and Keka Hex Solo Z.
It's just to just
We are going to be
game out the 3 from Keka.
He's going to lean into the super.
It could definitely be the way he goes, taking a bit of a leaf out of Bread's book.
And let's see what is going to be the lock for Keka right there. Keka
Demon.
might be defaulting back to the usual bruiser draft, but he's not going to do that, and he is going to bring out that very annoying Linglo thing that Keka is doing, and he's going to put on the Nahor and the Hendrik.
And double strippers.
And this time around, there's no gambling with speed tuning because we saw that Plume and Hendrik are both faster than Nahor. So I think Keka might have to go for 2 cut in between unit here, which is a little bit too late.
Because we don't have the booster, but that means that we don't allow time for the Gigabyte. And as we saw, I don't think
Not a lot of damn healer that has to go. It's gonna enough counter for the CC because if Senti get banned and he locked in like a Mio and the vet right there, it's gonna be more than enough damage for Solo Z to wear Keka down.
see the last pick. The Nivette going to come in.
It could be any AoE CC damage. It's going to be a Didding for the last pick right there to further slow Keka down and where
Santic getting the ban there, so we're getting to keep.
I'm not sure why Keka decided to go with the future lock right there because he was doing really well with the Aya lock, and as you can see right here, the Plume is free to just strip everybody into the Nahor control, and there's nobody to cut in
This doesn't
between
look
for
good for
Keka.
Keka.
And right now is the best possible place to be for CC. And now he can also slow them down, so they never
stop
recover.
That Gigabyte, stop the Linglo getting her turns faster to get the heals up.
There will be a moment where Raymary will be on Amber, and that's going to be a bit of a problem for Solo Z, but he does have the healer and the damage reduction coming out from Ditting to survive the Raymary counter attack.
And unfortunately, there's nothing worse as a player when you get your Gigabyte and it does nothing.
But at least for this one, the future is not moving, so we might see an end to this match. Very important. And here comes more damage coming out from the Ditting. As you can see, everyone on Keka is very low in the turn meter bar.
I wouldn't say it's incredibly pay to win, but I mean,
skill 2, yep, saving the skill 2 for when they're advanced a little bit further.
And also with Plume and
every character
Familia,
tends to have like some unique mechanic. So it's a fairly deep roster
as well. It's like he's getting like a speed buff.
But they're definitely like the more broken units.
And unfortunately, no one getting to take a turn yet.
Oh,
here it comes with more damage, gonna proc the Amber.
No, I did not know that, but that's
now
insane.
He has to deal with the the Raymary's
that must be a mistake,
because
right?
of Ditting, which means he can freely kill anyone and not enable Raymary to get that full stack immediately.
Is there like a path to a win in this run for Keka? I mean, this seems done.
This exact match right here is what the dev team fear.
And down goes that locked Fushu.
It's what the dev team fears.
I felt like Keka had a play in this situation by locking in the Fuchu instead of locking in the Aya as he did before. I don't know why he switched to that.
But we do see Keka always change his mind in what he's drafting, but like you said, the Aya was working absolutely perfectly. And
What happened?
Deep within every heart, the seed of nightmare lies dormant. When it sprouts and blooms,
It's just, my thing just froze.
Free-fall stream, and forces you to see everything about yourself. The seed of nightmare lies dormant.
Oh, it restarted? Hold on, guys. Hope you're still there. That was very creepy. Are we still there, guys? Let's see. Looks like my audio's there.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Sorry about that. I really don't know what happened.
It was starting to drag with all those healer comps.
2 healers and 1 shielder. Braymary 天嘛。
避暑再加上他的一个群消嘛，所以我觉得还是一个不错的一个角色。
是的，避暑的状态还是蛮强的。
是。
Everything is now on Plume, but unfortunately,
hasn't really been a massive threat because it does feel like it is a little bit slow.
Solo
I don't know why that happened.
Match
this is we were right when Fushu was about to die.
And down goes that locked Fushu.
Complete control. But I felt like
that was very creepy.
Play in this situation by locking in the Fuchu instead of locking in the Aya.
This was last. This is like a day ago, but I was sleeping, so I'm covering it now. So no spoilers.
But like you said, the Aya was working absolutely perfectly, and it would have worked perfectly in this situation.
I thought it made more sense to cover it on delay when it was a normal time for a lot of us.
And then he go back to
this was on at like 4 a.m. my time.
Suddenly Aya is really good now. Oh, we got the Ling Low going out the way. Big damage out from Knitting. And Braymary finally taking 1 turn. The first manual turn coming out from Keka.
I think he's still in the game because he was deciding if he gets a stun on that, maybe he could have an option. He is at 50 stacks.
I just turned back to make sure that Keka is still on the chair and he didn't go to the toilet. Keka looking up to the ceiling because he doesn't have to play the game.
Getting pushed back into the taunt, and that is going to be it.
Oh my god, unbelievable control coming out from Solo Z, and that
into the freeze,
staying true to the CC playstyle, getting one win away from Keka. So that run the game, you know. Yeah, you got Keka. We need to end in like 2 hours. You're ending too early. But come on, buddy.
Nah, that's a great showing there from Solo Z. Do get
non-stop jokes.
I think they no chance in first in the are going to counter him with the Freya, but these type of situations when he is first pick, he normally goes something a little bit different.
I feel like for someone who risks a lot, he's not locking in the Turandot.
Pre-ban on Senyu. How do they decide their pre-ban?
Solo Z try switching to a Bruiser strategy, and it did not work because Keka right now could exactly do the Nahor lock into the Hendrik, but Keka is going to go with the Fuchu, and welcome to my world, Keka said.
And we did see that from Solo Z. We found in those previous rounds, once he started playing his playstyle is when he started having more success, but now he is getting forced back in
here. Enemy
like that Rahu and the Nahu in.
Solo Z hitting everybody with a little bit and switch right there. Going in with a CC last 2 pick.
First time we've seen Neo
exactly
in a while.
Very annoying for Keka to deal with because Keka right now has 0 CC counter and Solo has 2 strong CC option.
And that is the issue you run into, that when you have no CC counter and he can walk in,
that's my girl.
Masterclass in drafting right there. Reapplying the strategy, using something new, and counter the counter, and it's pretty much the mind game here. He's not really picking something different. He just picked them in a different order.
Yep, definitely. And so that's where he kind of hit into that.
Now we're going to Neo go medium. He's gonna go and 3 freeze and wound, this game is over immediately. Here we go. Is he gonna get it?
Let's see the
He's gonna go to
freeze.
steal.
He's gonna go for the steal turn meter.
Well, he still does have.
Oh, he missed.
Wait, the Nahor didn't come in. The Nahor got
The
banned.
Hog got banned. He missed the plume. He laid the plume taking a turn. Oh, I'm not too sure about that play in the first turn.
I haven't seen the new Tiamat skin. I only know
is gonna
the
get a
old
turn
alt.
right there, potentially taking out
are we
the
gonna go-
Raymary. I think he gotta take down the Raymary.
Unless he gets greedy and goes in
for the Fuchu.
Yeah.
He does, but he doesn't get it. He could not stop the god of gambling.
He got greedy there. I just thought the way he's been playing, he was going to go for it. He did, and it did not quite get across the line.
And I'm not sure about that turn one. He could have gone for the freeze and the heal block right there. So even if he missed this, it wouldn't be that bad. But right now, he is in the worst position possible. It goes to show that you can draft perfectly, but then if you make a wrong move, you could still lose.
Yeah, we still not completely over. We still do have some healing to come in.
Purple
we're going
and
to play a bit
Dragon Form, that's
defensive
pretty
at
cool.
the start here. We kind of just got to stall it out once again because we're not going to get through him this early. And we do have that Rahu and the Raymary to deal
like
with,
the red
which is a
skin that they
ton
have.
of incoming pressure.
Oh my god, that is some crazy damage. And remember, the Raymary is coming very soon.
So close to the execution, just surviving there.
I don't think he needed it though. He will get there sooner or later, and there's nothing much that a solo Z can do about it. Oh, there's a taunt right there. Return fire with a stun with the crazy AoE, dropping 2 units into amber state. He might kill the Lowen as well very soon here.
Unfortunately, not getting the cleanse there either.
All right, we have the Lowen
wow.
also
And the
going down.
Rahu coming in. So many big damage options here.
Rahu is going to do massive damage to the Linglong right there. And with the Raymary, with the execute coming very soon, the Linglong could not catch.
Oh, she did. She lapped it with a bit of pace.
She got the speed bump, but no,
she goes down, following up with another massive nuke.
That'll do it, right?
That is really unfortunate. The skill 3 of the Mio starting off the match did not do what Solo Z expected it to do, and right now he can go for the freeze. He landed everything, but
that would have been turn
doesn't matter anymore because right now the Tiamat doesn't have the dragon form, doesn't have any stack, doesn't have the amber to protect her. Any moment now, Plume is going to be back because this Mio is not in Codex of Magic. She can only do that once, and if you cannot utilize the window, then it's going to be over rather quickly.
Oh, and the wrench, but not going to be enough. And there we go.
Wow.
We get the Rahu follow-up, and then we get into the Raymary again, and that is going to be the end of the game. Keka coming up 3-1. It is definitely an uphill battle now for Solo Z. 3-1 down. Keka needs one more victory to take out the entire championship.
I would say from not hitting the freeze to hitting the low one onto the Fuchu is like one greed play after another.
Hey, but if it had have worked, it was close.
I mean, if it worked, it'd be great TV. But it didn't, unfortunately.
But it didn't.
Well, so witness the first
You missed
as well.
you would have had massive damage.
A
Lost this and
challenge
season. And that
max skill too.
and he's locking in the Plume as his first.
Going to the race. Let's see what's
Finally
going to
decides to lock it in. Yep, it is locked in.
I think the Plume is a great pick for Kecker because it's like it blocks Solo Z from taking Plume, which he tries to do every time.
We don't know what he has for the second one just yet. Is he going to telegraph his CC comp with Henrik, or is he going in with a send you for a cleave? Anything but the Tiamat.
Yeah, it didn't work last time. Going in with the ball on.
Something that we kind of
He hasn't
want
even
to see
used
from
Sporgny yet.
Bill instead of Bloodbath.
Last round, pivot into C.
We're
gonna go Bruiser to finish this off.
We might see a Yeti.
Send you.
We're gonna
Wait,
have
maybe not.
Thing for that slot
A
that is
Viper
going to come
We're gonna
again.
have another one. Exciting to see on the Lighthouse Bill.
Mitigation coming out of that combo.
It could be a Celine's, it could be a Veronica. It will
be the Veronica. It is locked in.
This unit who can cut in between, and we have a Nahor last pick right there. It potentially be the
Amelia banner behind my head.
Right there, which
no, they banned
Solo Z
Sorry.
will either burst through Keka.
The other side banned Fia
just
Amelia.
fail and stumble, and Keka's gonna be champion.
When the unstoppable object meets the immovable object.
Looking like a very fast Bloom right there, but here comes the speed buff and the damage coming out of the Sanyu. Big damage.
Big damage.
Look at that passive from the Viper helping.
Coming in, and then he's going to cut.
With the Shrine, with the Lighthouse. He would not take away the attack buff for the boss.
He misses everything.
He didn't get anything.
Is he geared properly?
No, but he managed to allow
that Viper did nothing
in front because he stripped the speed buff from the board and he took away the attack buff.
Oh, and it did get it.
I think it might be GG. I strongly believe it might be GG, but we shall see here.
I strongly believe it might.
Not enough.
The Fuchu will cut the Ray
and that is going to be it.
That is going to be impossible to cut through right now because the Ray Mary also have the weakness debuff that will reduce the damage by quite a fair bit, not even doing any real damage.
And that is where the Lighthouse has seen basically no play so far in this tournament. Everyone's shifting towards the Amber, but showing full value of that Lighthouse coming through on that Viper. And this is where Keka can shine, coming out with some more spicy picks in that Viper and the Veronica.
Man, I'm not really sure when you see a Fuchu lock, you can potentially CC them to death, but then suddenly Solo Z go back to doing damage against an easy Fuchu lock without CC, and we got cut, we got stripped, and there was no way Solo could do any more damage than one Fuchu get a turn.
I thought that Viper was ineffective, but the speed strip was huge.
Every day we get to see a new unit come out from Keka just for the opponent.
Yep.
How's he not smiling? Did he just win?
Viper coming out there, getting stacked with the revenge.
So all I can see is Bruiser on top, baby.
It currently is, but once again, Solo Z got all the way to the grand final, playing his style of play.
And that is going to be Amber for the Ray Mary, but it's just going to be a very late Amber at this point because the Viper also reduced the damage of Ray Mary because Ray Mary rely on critting as well. So this Viper is actually an amazing counter to Solo Z.
Yep, definitely. And Solo Z making him earn every last bit of this final game to earn the championship.
Viper, since Season 0, has been an absolute menace in the RTA. And if you have one built properly, you can do exactly what you see right here.
And once again, we haven't seen too much play from the SRs except the Awakened ones. But this is just Keka showing that if you choose the right character in the right situation, it can make all the difference. And there we go. Congratulations to Keka for taking out the victory.
GOAT.
The champion of EWS 2025 Global Final is the one and only Keka!
He's the GOAT. Alright guys, if anyone wants to check out Etheria Restart, I definitely suggest it. Very, very good PvP gameplay, as you just saw. You'll find the link in the description and the top pinned comment and the chat. That was fun. Let's see if there's anything else. $30,000. That's no joke. $30,000.
好的，在我们也为准备多的 hyperlinkers here on set.
I don't know what the code. I mean, it's got to be some anime property, which I wouldn't be that familiar with.
Big screen here. Well, you can stop whatever you want. I'm counting the number.
Stop.
好的，让我们恭喜0018获得我们今天开始送出的年观众在哪里 ？If you 获得齐的话，那我们好。好，我们现在来看向大。
just the recap stuff. I don't think there's any more battle.
One more. Insane. Oh yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. That was very fun. Pretty crazy stuff. Congrats to Kecker. We'll have more Etheria stuff coming very soon. You can also check out my Etheria channel, Fasty Gotcha. If you want to start playing, link in the chat, link in the description, link in the top comment. Very cool stuff. Thank you. Thank you to Etheria Restart for sponsoring the stream. Congrats to Kecker. I'll see you guys real soon.